They're telling me we should have gave him a driver.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know. I'm just, come on, they're gamers like you guys. Just hit the cheat code and just keep going. But you know,
Oh, I wish.
No, they're crushing it. We might be picking up a few volunteers in Dallas to help with driving, but it's been a challenge. This isn't the easiest thing to do, and then to have all that extra work to do with driving, taking care of your RV, doing your recovery, making sure you get your food in, hydrating.
Chased by dogs.
Chased by dogs. Elk. These guys
What?
had the two steepest climbs, like back to back, where they went from like 2,000 feet to like 7,000 feet through a mountain pass in Arizona. You know, and then we're running as fast as they could at 8,000 feet in New Mexico. So, oh, and they had snow, sleet, ice, and 3 days prior to that, they had 94-degree temperature in the eastern California desert. So
Jesus.
Team Blues get to experience it all.
Jesus, that is absolutely insane, guys. You got chased by elk, you're going to the desert, and you're halfway done. You still feeling motivated, though? You still feeling powerful? We gonna finish this thing? We still feeling strong, boys?
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah,
Hell
still
yeah.
motivated. I feel like we're living our own video game out here. So, you know, it's yeah. We need some cheat codes, and so, you know, all of the support that you guys are providing is super helpful to give us that speed boost that we need. So we appreciate it.
Absolutely. That is so incredible, guys. Well, congratulations on doing so well so far. I mean, I would, walk to go get my DoorDash outside and fall down from a heart attack. So good to see you guys out there surviving, representing. Bless you. Can we see the guy who's running? Is he out there? We got the camera up for that, for the boy. Is he out there right now?
This team handed off the flag to our white team. They're on their 8-hour shift, or no, our red team, excuse me.
Damn.
So red is on the flag right now. They'll run for 8 hours, and then white is our night shift. They take it through the night. And I think everybody thought they would have it the worst, but they have nobody bother them. There's no traffic. They have the nicest weather. So don't let white team know that I said that.
I mean, white team, what can you do? Bunch of goobers over there. Well, gentlemen, it's such an incredible thing that you're doing. Your progress is amazing. Congratulations on everything that you've done so far. Now, the most important part of this bad boy, if we want to support you, if we want to go out there and make sure that you guys are doing your run for all the right reasons, what can we do here as viewers? What's the best thing you could use from us?
Yeah, first and foremost, all your viewers need to join Team RWB, right? We want new members. We want gamers that are active, especially veteran gamers. So once you're done with your gaming time, get off the couch and go for 40 minutes of movement. The second thing is go to teamrwb.org. You can find out more about the relay, and if you'd like to donate to the cause, you can donate to the cause. And I would say third, follow us on Instagram, Team RWB. There's amazing content. The teams are going live during their sessions. So we got some amazing photography. We got a documentary crew that's following along. It's an epic event that once you get on it on Instagram, you're not going to want to get off.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. We wish you the best of luck. You're doing it for all of us out there running that flag, and we can't wait for our update next week. Keep up the strength, boys. Let's go. Woo! All right. Woo! Okay, guys. Thank you so much. That was so sick, dude. Oh my God, I had no idea. I didn't want to look too impressed over there, but their progress is absolutely insane. I don't know, what is the deal, dude? How did they make it? All right, we got a quick video. Let's go ahead and check out a video and get some more information about what these boys are doing.
When service members leave the military, they face challenges and often neglect their own well-being.
My mind was all over the place. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't realize how traumatic it actually was.
You're kind of lost. You don't know what to do, what you're going to do. People wouldn't understand.
I couldn't do any of the stuff that I used to be able to do.
That's why Team Red, White, and Blue has offered critical programs supporting their mental and physical health.
It's crazy to think about the stuff that I accomplish because I have other people doing it with me.
Show America's veterans that their best days are ahead, and it's your chance to be a part of it. You can be the difference in a veteran's life by supporting Team RWB.
Team RWB has helped me believe in myself.
Your donation funds free programs and events that help veterans build a healthier lifestyle.
It kind of just gave me that sense of purpose again. Team RWB supports me, and it's just been phenomenal.
Scan the code. Donate today.
All right, so welcome back. Yes, that is fantastic. Their mission and everything that they are doing. Can't believe they are walking the flag, well, running the flag, apparently, with their progress as we go into our big day today. Now, again, guys, we are evolving this show to do what we think, or excuse me, what you think is best. So our main mission here is just to give active duty and veteran military members a place to play games, meet new people, and make some money. Now, you guys have been saying that you've been getting absolutely dumpstered by the super good guys that are playing in these tournaments every week. A lot of the vets are very competitive, obviously, so a lot of esports pros and all that. And this week we are switching up variety game. Instead of variety game, which we normally have, where we have 3 rounds, couple winners, all that jazz, we've made a change. Today we are playing Apex for both esports and variety, except this is new casual mode. What we have done is we have gotten everyone's rank this week. We've separated them into balanced teams, and they are going to go head-to-head. There will be 1 squad of 3 that wins today, but there's something else new, all right? This is for you, chat. All right, one of these winners, or one of these non-winners, one guy in the game is going to get a cash prize based on your voting. You guys are going to watch the gameplay for the entire series. We're going to give you some options. You guys are going to vote on someone that didn't necessarily win, but had a sick pop-off or something funny happen. So I need you to be paying attention, because you're going to be directly voting on who gets cash as our 4th winner on this casual. We also have some fantastic co-streamers that are streaming, including huge names like Mr. We the People, one of the best, if not the best, host in all of Apex, so thank you so much, is out there. So you can see all of our co-streamers right now. You can click on that, and you can go see the point of views. Now, what these guys are doing is they are going into the Discord. They are going into squads, and they are coaching them and giving them advice until they die. As soon as that squad is wiped, they're jumping over to another squad, and we're going to see who can survive until the end. So if you want to see the point of view of guys playing, hear their Discord comms, see them coaching them, feel free to click on any of those links. Everything that you do here supports, because we are all streaming that viewership together. But this stream is the hub, baby. We're covering the whole game, not just one squad. And for that hub, I have 2 of the best, if not the best, casters in all of Apex Legends. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Vicky, Kitty, and Fallout. Welcome back. Hello.
Hello, my man Slacks. Thank you so much for allowing Vicky and I to return together as a casting duo at Apex Legends, man. This is a long time coming. I'm excited. Vicky, how you feeling?
I'm feeling great. We're back together again. It's going to be a fun time, and I can't wait to be here alongside you guys to celebrate our military family.
Let's go. What? You guys haven't casted together? What they banned? You guys too powerful? Is this like Infinity Stones? They said you can't talk to each other.
Long time duo, but we haven't casted together in a minute. It's there's too much greatness to handle, too much personality on one screen, Vicky, if I say so. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, that's what happens when you get 2 firecrackers together on one camera, you know? You can't really expect anything different.
I'm feeling the vibes right now. Now, fun fact, people, we, in our pilot episode, tried to get Miss Vicky Kitty out, and it didn't work out. So this moment has been, for me, almost a year in the making of seeing these 2 beautiful casters together, doing what they do best, creating this maelstrom of perfect Apex casting that has been forbidden by the community. Fallout, you have shaved again. What the hell happened? You promised me you'd never shave again. What happened, brother?
I'm just trying to match your look in the baldness of your head with baldness of my beard. I just feel bad for you, so I'm trying to be more empathetic to your situation.
Thank you very much. Very disappointed, Vicky, that you did not shave your head for this event. I thought we had that.
You know what? It's okay. I had to get rid of the beard. You know what I mean? Just gotta make sure it's super clean before the 5 o'clock shadow comes in. You know how it is.
Hey, listen, you're Cuban. That could be true for all I know. You know?
All right, fantastic. Now,
I'm dating a Latina woman right now. I understand the situation, Vicky. I get it. I forgot to tell you that, by the way, Vicky.
Hey, very dangerous situation. Maybe dangerous for everyone here.
That's right.
Absolutely. That's why we have Fallout on, because we love to ride that line of getting canceled every single week. So that is why we invite every single time Fallout back. And thank you so much for coming in. Guys, I do want to remind you, though, we are doing a new one here today. This is completely new. We are doing casuals. This is where we have taken up the esports guys who have signed up as full squads. We've paired them with, I'm not trying to be a jerk here. Thank you. Don't do that right now. I'm trying to do an explanation.
You're getting petted?
I am getting petted. Don't do that. They don't know what that is right now. We do have a bunch of new Apex ones in there, so save up your viewer points. Don't waste them on the cheap ones, all right? We got some hype Apex takeovers here for this celebration episode. But you guys will have to watch the stream, and you're going to pick one person each that you think was hype, and then we will let chat vote on who gets a cash prize, a special 4th prize. So what are you looking for in this game? All right? Are you looking for memes? Are you looking for skill? What are you thinking? Stop petting me. We have to do the show right now. Save up
Keep
your money.
petting Slacks. Vicky is posting in Discord how she's dying at this chat stream. Vicky, welcome to streams with Sir Action Slacks and myself. You know how the vibes go. This is how it's going to be. Keep petting that guy. What I'm looking for, I would say, I'm looking for a skill. How many people can we pick? One or, oh my, was that cheese on your face?
Just ignore this shit. I mean, they get bored of it after a while.
Just the beginning of your bald head. It was perfect timing with the roast earlier.
Okay, that's the duck.
I'm so ready for this. This is actually the perfect
They get over it.
thing
They get
to
over
go
it. Don't
to.
worry about it. What were we talking? Yes.
No, they're not going to get
thank
over
you
it.
so
Keep
much.
it rolling, please. They're just disrupting the
great.
show flow in every way possible. Back to the question. I'm looking for how many winners do we get to pick? 1 or 2 or 3 or more?
One each.
I thought
you and
one
me.
each. Okay. In that case, I'm looking, because Vicky's a tryhard. She's going to say skill. I'm looking for memes. I'm looking for someone to be funny.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. ¿Por qué los dos? You know what I mean? Like, why not, right? Like, why can't we have a little bit of both coming out here? I want to see some skill. I want to see some memes. Let's all have a good time. Fallen knows how I am.
I know, I 100% I know how it goes. That's right. I like that. A little bit of both. Vicky the tryhard and Vicky the meme at the same time.
All right. I am looking for someone that just does something I can understand. Now, to prepare for today, thank you for the pets. Yes. Use the Apex one, guys. We implemented new ones, for goodness sakes. Anyway, to prepare for our big blowout Apex today, I did play my first Apex game ever. 4 of them. I didn't make it past last every single time. Absolutely abysmal. We almost died to the zone, and then I was instantly killed the second that I saw any enemy. Your game's hard as hell. Okay, I come from MOBAs, and I felt like a noob. That's not cool. I played Rivals for the first time last week. I had 30 kills, 1 death, all right? I was a god. Coming to your game, and I'm an absolute dumpster fire. That is not cool. When do you get good at Apex? It's not cool, man.
Welcome to a game that actually takes skill, Slacks. Go ahead, Vicky. Sorry.
I was gonna say, I think it takes you
dude?
probably maybe more than 1,500 hours, honestly. Apex is a very hard game when it comes to entry level. Like, you feel like you could kick it back with the homies, you try to teach them Apex, and then the map rotates out, and then you gotta teach them a whole new map, and then you get, like, completely aped on. It's like, well, welcome to the experience. Time to GG go next.
I did not know it was that hard, straight up. Like, I've played PUBG, I've played Fortnite. Apex is unreal. You have, like, no time to learn the game. I love it. And anyway, yeah, so I'm
Slacks,
super excited to have
hold on,
casuals.
1 second. I gotta pause and ask you a question. I'm a little concerned because the first 4 games of Apex Legends are against bots in a hyper-casual mode that can barely walk in a straight line.
That's
so
not
how did
true.
you get
That's
dumpstered
actually
on?
not true.
I think
You
it's
are
true.
lying. I spoke to my enemies. I spoke to them. Okay, there was a player named God. He was in all 4 games. Okay, I know that he's real. Don't take this away from me. Stop petting. We have Apex ones.
They
Use
give the
those.
bots fake names like Fortnite. They give them fake names. I don't know,
Shut
Slacks.
up. I know you're lying
These bots
to me.
can't
and
shoot. Keep memeing Slacks for getting dumpstered on by bots in the onboarding mode of Apex Legends, everybody, please.
That is not true. Okay, but I will say one person that is absolutely true is one of our wonderful partners here, and the truth that they give to our wonderful community. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, we have a lot of sponsors here that make this thing happen, and one of our favorites is Onward Ops. Most guys don't sign up until you're struggling, but you don't have to be that guy. Onward Ops is a free, veteran-built, and actually working program. Sign up now at onwardops.org, and these guys are fantastic. Basically, short and sweet, If you are a service member and you're transitioning from active duty into civilian life, that is what Onward Ops is all about. You want to get a house, you want to get some education, you want to get some money, you want to get a job. This entire organization is built just for that moment of separating between being part of the military and transitioning to civilian life. So if you need that service, if you know someone that's about to leave, send them on over to onwardops.org. Thank you very much. And there you go. So yes, the great people that we have associated with the show, not just you two. Now, are you excited to see the combination of our casuals here today? Fatlaw has been here since the beginning, baby. Every week, he has seen our tryhard esports. It has been something to behold, but finally, we might actually get some balance in these games, which I'm pretty pumped about.
Yeah, I'm excited. I like. Listen, the cool thing about Apex and any game, any great esport, any great games, it scales. Like the game is equally great to watch and play at lower levels of skill as it is at kind of high levels of skill, as long as it's even in kind of fair matches, which you guys said you guys are balancing matches out. You're still getting petted, which is great, but I am excited for the gameplay today. I think it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, honestly, from my end, just being able to see not only you get petted here on the broadcast, but being able to see how the coaching transcends too in the gameplay, I think it's a very interesting aspect. I think coaching just goes such a long way in gaming too, especially when you get in-game coaching. It makes a load of difference.
Absolutely. Coaching actually helps people. I did not know that. Yeah, you know,
Crazy.
Usually I ignore anyone that gives me advice 100% of the time, especially gaming. And it looks like we're in our first squad. All right. Keep your eyes peeled. Find your MVP chat. Think about who you want. And let's get it on. Vicky, Kitty, and Fallout, it is all yours.
Thank you so much, Slacks. That's right, Fallout back with Vicky Kitty, my duo, my main squeeze. Good to be back, casting to you again, my friend.
It's gonna be such a fun time, man. Slacks, he's got so much energy. I like that guy. We need to get him on board constantly out here. Like
100%.
The vibes are fantastic. Especially with the memes, you know, I was trying to look at some of the gifts that we may have on the broadcast. I was cracking up setting up for today's show. And just like this, you know, he was talking about Rivals last week. I was like, man, he must really like Captain America. This is all I could hear in my ear. Really sliding through, man. Get to see the different squads that we got on board too. Starting off on Wedge, obviously back at home on one of my favorite maps.
Yeah, I kind of miss it a little bit. Obviously, you just got done casting ALGS New Orleans. No World's Edge anymore in competitive Apex. Do you miss it?
I do. We did have it in the Open, but we don't have it in the Pro League, right? So I do
totally
miss it.
Okay.
Everyone will basically say, like, hey, like, you've had it for how many years now? Aren't you tired of seeing this map? No, it feels like I'm back at home. This is the map that I literally learned how to play the game. So I still very much enjoy seeing it. And, of course, something else that's important to talk about, Fallout. We have a new legend that has made their way into Apex. The new season just started this week on Tuesday.
That's right. VK, tell me a little more about Sparrow and their entry into Apex Legends.
Honestly, so I was messing around with Sparrow a little bit. I didn't get to play him before the season dropped like some players did, but off of my personal experience in the firing range, he's interesting. I still can't tell whether he's overly good or if he's lackluster in other areas that you wouldn't play another meta legend for, right? Personally, for me, I still really like Alter's Kit. The fact that you can cover like 2 POIs with her ult just goes the distance. But Sparrow is very interesting. The fact that you could scan survey beacons without having to commit to it with your tech is definitely going to change the game and how certain players are going to rotate with their squads.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying how insanely strong Sparrow is. Hold that thought for now. Great shots put in by Pure Aqua of USAE here to kick off or break ice in this fight. 3-on-3 situation. And remember, this is the quote-unquote kind of casual fun mode, but it's balanced teams. So it's top players playing with, you know, players of all skill levels, which I really, really like. You mentioned Slack said that they kind of tried to balance the teams out. Pure Aqua is obviously no stranger to competitive Apex, and it shows right here. Did the entry damage, but his teammates have to finish. Deathcore is going to go down here. Pure Aqua left in a 1v2, down to just 40 HP. Good shots put in, but gets knocked as well. It's all up to Boo Mush.
Oh, can he clutch it out? Coming out from the high ground with the P20s. That's all you need. The nail in the coffin as we say goodbye to our first squad. And maybe a second, maybe with a quick shield swap. All right, we sticking alive. And there's that portal nexus that we were highlighting too. Lets you get out of trouble, but you could already see there's a team already in the middle of Thermal.
Yeah, a lot of action early on in this fight. And in this game. This team mid-thermal reminds me of G2 back in the day, Vicky, in competitive Apex.
Man.
Posting up top thermal station, except the zone's not rotating here, so they're not going to be here for long. They're just kind of here temporarily. Meanwhile, we got some pretty big fights going on over towards Big Maw. This is one of the most iconic fights in Apex.
Talk about G2. I'm thinking about Alliance. They love thermal for a reason. Yeah. It's a great position to hold up, right? Depending on where these zones are going to pull. But R9 team in a bit of trouble here. Rocking the Lifeline, the Ash, and the Bangalore. Now forced to play this out as a duo. Looks like they will be able to reset temporarily. And it looks like it's been non-stop fighting, too, on so many different parts of this map.
Yeah, you know, we got team gonna be rotating right through. It's F5 Royal TTV. Doink Doink goes down. They're going to leave him behind. And he's going to be rotating right through with his teammate Righty, but has another opponent right in front of him. It's the Cat Zaddy. What a gamer tag, by the way. Meanwhile, the Cat Zaddy. Favorite gamer tag so far.
Yeah, I like that. Definitely going to have them in my sights right now before sliding in to see if they could get this res. There you go. That's that portal nexus. And the repositioning to reset potential is beautiful. Just like every time you see Ash in the lobby, you know that the possibility of having so many rats just increases with your ability to just reposition. But it looks like this team is chasing them down here coming out of guys.
Yeah, they're hunting. They want more. And actually, nice knocks to come through from Royal. Turns around. Can he get the double? No, he gets taken down. Zone, of course, is also going to tick him for damage, leaving one teammate left of that squad, and it's Dark Samurai, and TT Fergie in a 2 versus 1. Oval Beats finally gets the kill on Doink Doink, who's been knocked for a while. And again, you're fighting along edge here. You're going to revive in zone, which is a little bit scary, which means any team could be gatekeeping. And yeah, Cat Zaddy's right there gatekeeping alongside Eagle, Neurothreat, a couple other teams in that southeast.
You're talking about favorite gamer tags. I like the Fergie gamer tag. You know what? Those hips may not be lying right now after they were able to get that res. I love it. And we get to see another team now. Over here by Lava Fisher is going to go over to the north.
That's Shakira. That's not Fergie.
Oh.
For a second, I'm like, wait, is that Fergie with the Black Eyed Peas?
I'm walking away right now. You know what? Actually, this is a solo cast from Fallout. I'm out.
Listen, 3 strikes and you're out, girl. You got 2 more.
Oh, man. What about, if we're talking about Cat Zaddy, what about 9 lives out here? Gotta give me a chance.
There you go. She's redeemed, back to 0. You gotta take risks. You gotta take some shots. You know, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott, and Vicky's. That's one thing I love about casting with Vicky. She's always taking shots, with whether it's like a simile or a metaphor or a meme. She's always taking shots.
Or literally with the weapons, right? Like especially saying Hollow Rampage is really gotta hit them with a gra-ta-ta-ta. It's very different than the Spitfire, which is more like a rat-ta-ta-ta. So it's a very different startup there for both.
What would you say an R9 is then?
You know? Like it's like the type where you need to clean your monitor off a bit after you try to hit them with the weapon.
You got saliva all over your monitor right now, is what you're saying?
Definitely not. Okay, maybe a little bit. But here we have Tedessa Screams with the flatline. Also another one of my favorite weapons. Love that pressure that we just saw right there. Holding one angle, you saw the thermite from the other angle. And seeing where the zone is pulling to over to Mirage à Trois, you can see some squads that have already made their way out on the outskirts of a monument.
Yep. And we saw Mr. Salty Nation
keeping another team over to the other side. Hearing that we are back. And again, it's with these ballistics. You talked about the Rampage, one of my favorite weapons to use, seeing the charge rifle up in the feed. But with 14 squads left, we're already narrowing it down for the teams that are forced to come out from the east side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, look, we call this the variety kind of casual segment, but man, we've seen some skillful Apex already. Some pretty competitive, but at the end of the day, that is the Apex Legends. Let's be honest. Like, you can't really call Apex casual. It's a competitive game at its core. It's a, one of the most kind of hardcore FPS multiplayer shooters out there. And you see that right now with Wisco. I'm gonna call him Wisco Joe under some duress.
Ooh, going down here, the charge rifle once again being a threat. Getting a little bit of Monsoon Jr. vibes out here, getting the finishing blow. And I like this position too from this team. Some of the squads already had rotated out of landslide like we saw before. But with this legend composition playing on the farther end of that zone pose even better here. Because you don't want to be caught stuck behind a rock here if you're looking at Wisco. Unfortunate, no clutch here as Team 5 gets to walk away with that KP.
And she says Monsoon Jr. with the charge rifle, but more like Vicky Jr. I still have nightmares from playing custom lobbies in my custom lobby tournaments against Vicky with the charge rifle being an absolute nuisance when it was OP.
Oh man, I still miss her. I miss the way she was, but it's okay. The charge rifle in the right hand.
Days, right?
Yeah, it was.
You don't play the new one like that?
I haven't played the new one like that in a hot minute. I'm still not used to the bullet drop and that slight stagger that it's got, the startup lag. It's difficult out here. That's why whenever you see any like KP popping off in the kill feed with the charge rifle, I always commend a lot of those players that manage to keep up that pressure. As you can see the pressure right here by the edge of the zone.
Yeah, it's a skillful weapon now for sure. I like the rework. Speaking of rework, Bochek was reworked in this season. We'll talk more about that in a little bit. Because we got Cat Daddy in a bit of a fight here, pushing up and does the work. Finishes the squad with just 14 bullets left in the chamber there, 19 bullets total after the reload. But now he's going to go down as well. Cat Daddy down is down to Delusional and your threat. Delusional goes down. A solo Ash left to try and keep their team alive.
Oh no, they had gotten pulled up on by another team who wrapped up right behind them. Unfortunate here,
it was
but
Doink Doink again. He got res.
It was, and managing to make it back maybe here too.
Impressive stuff. Boomush, yeah, it's the same squad we saw earlier. So good job resing his teammates. Neurothreat's gonna now run and live to fight another day, and hopefully get a res as well. There's actually a replicator right above him if he wants to craft banners, but it looks like there's a solo there. Actually, that's the same full team right there. So won't be able to craft there necessarily. A lot of familiar faces today. We got Gears, we got Triple Threat. I'm bored of Gears now, though. And Vicky knows I'm excited about Gears after the announcement this week, you know what I'm saying?
I'm excited. I can't wait to try it out, right? Because I'm one of those PlayStation players. But what I'm not excited to see is two of your teammates going down like this. You're the Ballistic. You activate the Tempest, maybe trying to close in that gap to see if you can get out of the line of sight of the team that's trying to chase you down. I love how aggressive our players have gotten right now already for this first game.
Was that 30-30 shooting like a Rampage?
Yep.
Oh, it's because he's ballistic. Okay. I was like, wait, what? That makes sense. Yeah, nice shot from Goose and the Co. The rest of the squad all looking incredibly strong. 9 squads left in this lobby. As we're gonna be heading down to Ring 4 now, and still 9 squads. So again, this is a fairly competitive casual game here. As we're on board with Fergie, who did not sing "My Hips Don't Lie."
Listen, you're right. It's not Shakira, it's Fergie. But I give the respect over to Fergie anyways, because I love me some Black Eyed Peas, all right? So, it may not be, yes, and it may not be some will.i.am action if they can at least try to stay alive here, because will.i.am, we all know, was the GOAT when it came to that squad. Slacker, though, is not caught lacking with those arc stars. He got 3 already, nade in hand too, creating some space with the grapple, moving up with the Pathfinder.
Yeah, Slacker was a cheeky movement here, playing very aggressive on keyboard and mouse. Actually, controller. Good shots put through, and just like that, full squad wipe. You blinked, you would have missed it. Well played from Slacker and the crew. I think I saw Slacker tweet this week saying, "I'm looking for a team." Looks like he found some original gunners for the variety segment. We'll see what type of squad he's going to pull up with in the esports segment. Well played from Slacker, especially with Pathfinder after the rework here this season. Pathfinder was reworked a little bit, or at least had some buffs. I wouldn't say reworked, but had some buffs. 2 charges for his zipline gun now, and his grapple hook can be set to a double charge setup. So excited to see some Pathfinder back in the action.
Oh, that's actually awesome. I haven't seen the full set of patch notes too, so knowing that, that's actually pretty sick. Pure Aqua, though, getting beamed, having to dash away. Manages to get out of the line of sight of the team that was standing right across from them. But they are on the edge of that next zone. I do really like this position if they can make sure they don't get walked up on.
Yeah, well played here. Well positioned. On the edge of zone, so no one's going to be coming from behind them. And they also do have the altar ult they could kind of port back to from the pylon if they want to. So yeah, I like this positioning. I like their chances here to win this game, and they've obviously been performing all game long. Pure Aqua on that squad, no surprise, but Slacker finding himself in a pretty bad spot. Nice shot put in right there with the Sentinel from Sleep King. Can he finish? Not just yet. Sleep King with some cheeky movement. This is the casual segment, Vicky.
Oh, with the 2 times on the R9 too. That was actually crazy. They do lose out on Slacker though. Hopefully they do have a Moby, seeing that they do have the Newcastle. They probably do here. See if they can maybe get that res, but the zone's closing in right behind them, and it is round 4.
No, that's gonna hurt. Down to just 2, and a teammate right to their right, or an opponent right to the right. Nice job with the Sentinel. He keeps getting good entry damage with that Sentinel, and it's making the difference. Good headshot picked up with the R9 as well right after. Can he capitalize? 2v2 fight? No, it's a 2v3 actually. So they have to go big. And this is what you love about Apex. Don't care if you're in a 2v3, you always have a chance.
You can tell Sleep King also being on that mouse and keyboard for sliding in, just looking at his movement, the way he's able to track these players from right across the field. I also did see, it looked like a Kraber in the feed, so somebody's been able to knock some people as well from across the map, holding Kraber in their hand, and we get to see Slacker right back on the Pathfinder.
And as you said it, Newcastle likely has the Moby. He did get the res as well. Slacker is back and has a few death boxes to loot up from this squad that they just wiped. What a play right there from Sleep King. Clutches the 2v3, gets his teammate back in the game, and just like that, I said that Pure Aqua's team was well positioned to win. I gotta say now, advantage team Slacker as they find themselves on a bit of a high ground in zone.
And as you said, they do have that reset opportunity. When we take a look at other squads, man, Newcastle is still as strong as ever. I would love to see the interaction between the new Legend, Sparrow, and the way that Newcastle's walls work. Sending out some of these nades on the other side. We also see a few lifelines that we had earlier on. Knocking the feed with the Sentinel with 5 squads left. Ooh, nice crack here. Talk about making a statement, right, Fallout? When you still have Slacker in the middle of that zone. They're looking at NWG, which I think was the squad that may have had the Kraber, by the way. Ooh, but they have the high ground advantage. They get the next knock. They don't want to give up the space just yet because they know that there's still a team behind them.
Here comes the all-in. Slacker goes down again, but the full squad wipe's going to come. And now that opens up a door for a third party. Thanks to Newcastle, though. Should be a safe res. The res comes through. Slacker healing back up instantly. And just like that, they continue to rock and roll, picking up 3 more kill points. Here comes the push from Baku. Baku wide left swing. 1v1 for the bread. Baku! Baku! Oh, charge rifle at close range. Baku does it to him.
Man, having a ballistic on your team makes you act a little different, but you gotta take cover if you're trying to commit to a res like this. Both players are so incredibly low, and they're getting gate kept on the other side of zone.
I want to see, we're voting for like not MVP, but like a goofy VP. I want to see Sleep King do like a 360 PK shot or something crazy.
Come on, he's trying to hide behind this knockdown. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I also saw Slacker had picked up that Kraber, by the way. Saw him get a knock up in the field earlier, and just like you said, Fallout, Slacker's team and company, they get the clutch and they win game number 1.
Yeah, well played. 9 kills right there for Goose. And you know, again, I'm thinking about this kind of MVP thing we got to pick. Again, it's not most valuable player. It's kind of the coolest moment or the funniest moments, whatever categories we want. But Goose was getting a little loose there with the devotion and the swing and the R9 and the PK. The Goose gets you loose, Slacks. I liked what I saw.
I'm feeling it too. Yes, absolutely. From what I could pick up, Mr. Goose did very well. Who was the guy who with that charge rifle took that guy out? Because I'm thinking right now it's looking pretty good. I do like that sadistic stuff. You were talking, we have bonded many times, Fallout, about our love of Gears of War. That is the most nasty shit when you can take a sniper rifle and just absolutely decimate someone as close possible. You know, do the old Gears off with their head, golf club
exactly.
shit. I mean,
it was like a baseball bat, execution, and then the sniper headshot in Gears with the head popping like popcorn. Oh, it's the best. Vicky, you're gonna love this game, girl. This game was made for you. I wasn't exaggerating when I tweeted it. You're gonna love this game.
I can't wait. Honestly, just as a little side note, I tried playing it when I was like 12 years old, 11. I just got like a hand-me-down Xbox, and I got absolutely decimated to the point where I was like, nah, I can't do this. I went back to Call of Duty. But this time, I'm older. I'm a new person. You know what I mean? We'll absolutely take our time with it.
You got some savagery now. Yeah, you were a Call of Duty Christmas noob back in the day, weren't you? I can see that 100%.
That's where I got my tag from. Come on, you got to respect your elders out here.
Hell yeah. All right, guys, let's check out our highlights from ID Me. See if we can ID one of our MVPs from this footage.
Yeah, one thing I want to know, I said the charge rifle shot, but it said that Baku's teammate got the kill in the kill feed, which I think was Goose. So I don't know if the charge rifle shot actually connected. If it did, that's a little bit worthy for an ID MVP, but we'll see, because Cat Zaddy went down here in this clip. This is a pretty awesome moment. Slacker basically just, full confidence. I'm better than you, flying at a team of 3. I like that confidence from Slacker as well.
I do like Slacker, the way he was able to come back and then get the Kraber shot too, but I guess the unsung heroes here would have to be Lux World, considering that they were able to get the res. Sleep King too, with the movement, we're talking about how he was able to not only suppress this team right across from them, but winning that fight also was so important. It got them the loot that they needed and allowed them to get the dub.
Yeah, that's another one. Sleep King right there, basically looking like an aimbot. That's how skillful he was. Clearly he hits his Kofax, or whatever it's called, with aim training. Okay, here's the moment. Did the charge rifle hit? I don't know.
Boom.
It says Goose got the kill. I don't think it hit, right?
Yeah, nah, he didn't.
Okay,
He tried. It took too long for the startup.
It took too long. Baku, you're out. Sorry. Ain't you.
Damn. I believed, man. I wanted it. I felt it. Don't worry. I'm such a noob. I would never notice that. So you still got my vote, Bach. I still believe that you did it. I don't care what the game says. The game's BS. The replays don't work.
The game, the casters, everyone's basically disproving it, but you're still
wrong.
believing.
This is 2024. All right. I can believe what I want. Okay. Now, I want to talk to you guys about this new season. How is the world of Apex doing, guys? Are we seeing the resurgence? Are we hyped? I've seen the trailers. I don't know if you know this about me. I've never touched Apex before in my life, but I memorize all of the lore. Huge lore guy. I know everything. So new hero, know all about him, know the whole backstory. I've been in it since Titanfall 2, big plugged in, never picked it up for today, yeah.
I don't know if I believe you. Is he trolling? I think he's trolling us.
I'm not
you
trolling.
know the lore?
I'm not trolling. I know the whole
I believe it.
when they redid the character, the Revenant redo, all the new stuff, the flack from the community from doing that, the Halloween events. I know everything about the game. I'm trying to show off right now. Don't pet me. Use our Apex ones.
They're petting him like, that's cute. Keep lying. Keep lying about your ability to know Apex Legends.
It's cool.
All right, I'm going to ask you a lore quiz. Can I ask you a lore pop question?
Hit me. Go.
Okay. You mentioned Revenant and the rework. Okay, cool. That's a gameplay change. But you said lore. What is Revenant's story? Like, what's Revenant's backstory?
Oh, he was like an assassin that, was killing. I forget the character. I think it's the thief girl. I forget her name, but she is like the thief who steals stuff. He kills her parents. She goes to get revenge on him, but he's an assassin. He comes back and they put him in a robot body, but he doesn't know his old life and he tries to figure it out. And then it's like this whole thing and they redo him. So I'm telling you, I've never touched the game, but I know everything about it.
Don't pet this man again. Put some respect on his name.
Dang, no, he got it. Wait, hold on. I'll one up that question.
Yo.
Who was the legend that was supposed to come out that wasn't Revenant?
Oh, that's the guy that Revenant kills. They had this. Oh, okay, whatever. It was in the trailer. Let's go into game 2. We'll talk about the lore later, but I do know it.
Okay, that's right. We'll talk
He
about
does
that
actually.
Later. He does. Yeah, he did. Revenant did kill him. What was his name? Dealbreaker or something like that? Forge. Yeah. He was like a big brolic businessman looking guy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He wins. He absolutely knew it. I've also heard that like a lot of fans really like the lore of Titanfall. I unfortunately never got to play Titanfall. Again, like was really deep in like the PlayStation world at the time. But it was more so like seeing him coming through with all that lore. All right, I do respect it.
Yeah, I respect it, but especially because he's never played the game before. I'm like shocked. Who keeps up with the lore of a game you've never touched in your life?
That's
before?
sick.
Yeah, I don't know if I should be shocked, confused, impressed, all of the above. Probably all of the above. Yeah. Speaking of games you haven't played, I can't believe you never experienced Titanfall either. You gotta admit, look, I know people can say what they want about the console wars. The console wars are over. Okay, Gears of War is being launched on PlayStation, but PlayStation's definitely dominated the last like 10 years of exclusives. But 10 years before that, you missed Halo, Gears of War, Titanfall. You missed so many great games.
Yeah.
Seeing Vicky experience Halo for the first time 2-3 years ago when Infinite came out was one of the best moments of my life.
Dude, I realized that maybe it was all for a good reason because God knows, with the messages I get, the messages I be sending sometimes, with the way that people try to approach me, you know what I mean? But it's for the greater good out here. Just like that player right now is literally one shot avoiding that G7 shot. That would have absolutely sent him down.
It would have, and he'll be able to heal back up right now if he has the heals. It's obviously early game. Loba ults is going to allow them to black market to get to loot up and probably steal a lot of the loot. But yeah, I got to double back on something Vicky just said. Vicky just said the messages she gets. She's not exaggerating, guys. Vicky in Sweden at the LGS Sweden LAN pulled out her Xbox Live app on her phone and let me scroll through her Xbox Live messages. I'm not kidding. Vicky was out here getting in heated exchanges with randoms in DMs on Xbox like it's Xbox 360 2007 era. I'm like, Vicky, you know you're a professional. If they know that you're the Vicky K from LGS, you'll lose your job with the things I was reading.
No, it wasn't that bad. They were coming at me. It was unfortunate. You know, sometimes you're just a caster.
Though.
Oh, I have to. You have to. Hashtag just a caster. But don't forget, the casters have to start somewhere. I was a competitor first, and if you try me, I'm absolutely gonna clap back. Just like sometimes. You gotta look at the way that, you know, we get to cast some really good Apex out here. It gives me, that's me actually. That's me when I got those messages, and I knew what I was saying was right, but.
Yo, that's crazy. The production's really dropping growing Nessies on screen in the middle of this broadcast. I love this.
But with the poker face Nessie though, that's what screamed to me.
That's amazing. God, I love this show. Everything about this show, Gamers and Guardians does it right. But yeah, now you get to experience Gears for the first time, and like I said, Gears is you. It's your ethos. It's like a little gremlin, you know, grinding, skillful, talking smack. That's everything about you. A big fight going on right now. We'll hold that thought.
I love that. That's what Alter provides. Look at the way that you're able to entry frag. You talk about getting people mad. When you approach a fight, when you think that you're poking, you're prodding, you think you have a positional advantage, and then you get pulled up like this, pure Aqua coming through and redeeming themselves after our last game.
Yo, that definitely. Boommush was the one that missed the charge rifle, and we had to take away the MVP candidacy. Boommush just re-earned MVP candidacy with that play right there. That was pretty nasty. Pretty fun to watch. And like you said, that was like a montage clip for why Alter's pretty great.
Yep, exactly. I love Alter. I've been trying out Alter a lot more, just trying to see the different plays that you can make with Alter. I'm surprised I didn't touch Alter at all, but I'm also one of those advocates where buff everything, don't nerf. Like, you want everyone to be broken, so that way people are forced to pick out what they like instead. I love that pick right there, too, with the 30-30. Gonna be able to get that knock. See the Ballistic Tempest also coming in online, so that way you could close in the gap even faster.
Wait, so you're a fan of buff everything, don't nerf?
Yeah, I am a huge fan of buff everything because coming in from FTC, if you know that there's a huge gap between top tiers and mid tiers, no one's gonna play the mid tiers. But if there's a little gap and you get to play a character that fits your play style, instead of you picking what's broken, I kind of feel like it allows players to express themselves better. So I'm a really big fan of buff everything. Now, when it comes to like weapon balancing, that's a different story because you can't have everything buff. That's gonna be impossible. But when it comes to legends, each legend brings to the table something that the player themselves really like. Here you have the tether, you get sucked into that tether, and with a plethora of nades hurtling your direction, you get to say goodbye back to the lobby.
A little bit of wombo combo right there. Well played. With the Ash tether straight into nades and all of them stuck in a room. Goodbye and good night for that squad. But so yeah, what you're saying, you're a fan of ability legends then, Vicky. You like kind of the path that all these abilities have taken.
Yeah, I feel like depending on how they go for the passives, because that's kind of the direction that I feel like we're going. Aside from the passives, then you have the other layer to the onion, which would be the perks. These are all just makeshift opportunities to make certain legends or classes just better than the other. But then when it comes to seeing like Akimbo P20s, which they definitely need more of a nerf, and then seeing how the previous Akimbo Mozams were, I feel like that's kind of what sucks things out in terms of like the fun that a lot of newer players get to experience. Literally, like the Rev just flying in on the plane, man. Like, you don't want to see a Rev jumping in on top of your heads a few seasons ago, especially when you have to worry about maybe like an Octane, the Rev like Tane that you would see whenever you got 8 in your own games. It could be scary, but it allowed players that like to play aggressive to have a lot of fun in a comp like that.
Even production's memeing you and disagreeing with everything that you're saying. No, I'm just kidding. I get your take and where you're coming from. I mean, look, at the end of the day, Apex is a hero shooter. I always go back to like what the devs said originally is like, hey, it's a gun skill and aim and shoot first game, not an ability game, and that was the core of Apex. But the game evolved, and it is a hero shooter at the end of the day. We're just getting trolled. I love this. Hey, there you go. See, back to the core essence of Apex Legends. Gun skill, not abilities. I'm glad production agrees.
I feel it in my blood, in my veins right now. As we see a squad now rotating into that next zone. I just really like highlighting, you know, your own individual play style. If you feel, oh, wait, that cutout just had thrown me off so hard. I'm like, wait, we ain't on Olympus. What the?
We're getting memed, Apex memes here in this broadcast. This is great. Hey, actually, they got me too for a second. I'm like, this guy just jumped off the map. Wait, this isn't Olympus.
I love this. Why have how has it been this long since I've been able to come up on here with you guys?
That's what I'm saying, man. We tried making it happen a year ago. I'm glad it finally happened. This is the broadcast of all broadcasts. And again, all for a great cause. You guys saw Team RWB, Red, White, and Blue, running across the country trying to raise $1 million for veterans. And so many other great partners and charitable organizations supporting our military as they're exiting, transitioning from military back to civilian life. That is such an important topic. And there are so many people in the Apex community that come from military. I mean, just tweeting out this event, it's amazing how many people came out of the woodworks and said, I'm former Air Force, I'm former Army. Please let me have a chance to play in this. Thank you so much for what you do. It's a big part of Apex Legends. I'm glad that we're supporting it.
And there's so many military personnel that love Apex. Like, we've casted previous military tournaments in the past, and being able to see them come out here again is always such an enjoying time.
They just got squad wiped and the "you died" pops up on screen. Oh, I love this. I love everything about this broadcast. Back on board with Boom Mush here, who is making some, waves here for the MVP caster's choice, at least mine, with that play. Here comes a push right now, but this is the big 3v3. This is Pure Aqua and Boom Mush on one squad going in. Pure Aqua's down to no health at all. Almost gets taken out here. Boom Mush has to back out and reset.
Yeah, because then you have to wonder if there's going to be a third party coming up around the corner. Literally one shot, he uses the ashboard to try to get away, and there's that third party I was worried about. Whenever these fights go on for too long, especially by that Prowler den, I always get a little scared.
Yeah, they approached that fight with all the confidence in the world, and Happy Season and Co said, sit down, get away from us. Don't you dare try and W-key us. And Boom Mush is forced to run away with his tail between his legs, now actually running up towards another squad here. And has to be a little cautious.
I mean, he clutched it out in the first game, right? Didn't he get that res, brought his team back? They lived to like top 3 or so it could happen again.
That's true. That's true. We've seen some nasty stuff. This is Respawn Legends as well. Ability for every character now, no longer just support characters to be able to craft banners, which I actually think was a welcome change. Rather than just like one class being able to res. I think it's good. I think it's a welcome change.
Definitely agree. I see Sleep King, by the way, popping off in your feed. This squad's been really fragging out in terms of the KP that they've been able to get between last game where they won. Now this game, it looks like 12 squads left. And I love how you also mentioned the bow check. Hadn't looked at the patch notes just yet to see what has changed so far with the bow check now managing to make its way over to ground loot.
Yeah. So it's been reworked, and it's now the bow check compound bow, which features explosive arrows, allowing players to combine frag grenades with their shots for added impact. I haven't seen it yet. I'm just reading that in the patch notes, but it sounds like a torque bow from Gears. Torque bow is like a bow and arrow weapon in Gears. It's sick. It also fires a grenade, and you can shoot at people's feet, and it explodes. Pretty dope.
Ew. Oh my goodness. Kraken with a rampage coming in too. Sliding down after revving it up. See if he could take that ash portal. Yes, he does. And this is that aggression I get to see here for Team 5 as well. But the hipfire shots that are coming out of the portal gets one knock. Is one shot right here, but they should be able to clean this up.
Yeah, well played. Good bait and switch right there. Min-maxing from Boom Mush. And he was able to take that ash portal with confidence, knowing he had the thermite revved rampage and would be able to survive that kind of 2v1 barrage against opponents. So well played, and actually also manages to stay alive. I thought he was going to get knocked there. Meanwhile, big fight going down on this side of the map as well, over towards Pylon. This is just fight after fight after fight.
Right, yeah. You said barrage, but then I saw mirage, and I was like, is that a Fallout appearing on our screen? I mean, it's just similar to it. You and Snipe Down, honestly, could pull off a mirage cosplay, I feel like.
I appreciate it. That's a great compliment, except for the fact that he's the most annoying character in video games.
Gotta be on point sometimes here, as we see some squads now flying into that next zone. Team 3 losing out on their Bloodhound. Rampage after rampage we've been seeing, though. You let it sing. He doesn't get that last shot. He literally left that Newcastle one.
Oh, my gosh. He's going to want that back. Bon Apex ends up getting the knock. On high ground, that's going to be on the Newcastle. So all he had to do is breathe on him, but instead he hit him with the Peacekeeper to the face. Great movement here from Bon Apex. Use of the Ash dash as well. Here comes the push through with the Rampage, who's going to finish the deal. Team 14 gone and dusted.
What are your thoughts on the Ash dash, actually? I feel like it's really fun. I didn't get to play her when she was super, super broken. I took a little bit of a break because I grinded out ranked way too hard. But seeing that she still has that option to get that double dash off the perk, I think it's pretty cool.
I do too. I think it's a lot of people were having fun with it, and I think it was a welcome change. So I think it was a good change. It was fun, a lot of mobility. Sparrow's passive is a double jump.
Yep.
I believe kind of like an Octane double jump pad. So a lot of characters that now have kind of built-in mobility, which I think is fun. Vantage is always fun to play, you know, Octane, etc.
Everyone likes it when they have that mobility where they can reposition. You don't like having bricks tied to your feet, which sometimes you feel like that with Bloodhound if you don't have your ult, but you know,
every
you gotta
controller
make do
legend basically, or you know, support legend, you know, Gibby, Newcastle.
Nice little high ground positioning right here, though, seeing that the zone will continuously pull slightly over to that south side of launch pad. I'm expecting maybe towards the high ground hilltop by the gravity cannon that we see main at. Gonna have to see with Team 20 also taking a high ground position, actually in probably the better spot of that next zone that I would say compared to the other teams that are to their north.
It's gonna all come down to this. Calm before the storm of this late game here. 9 squads left in this one. Round 3 closing down as we're getting ducked on still by production. Oh my god, the triple take. Looking like a sentinel on steroids with Sleep King in Sleep King's hands. That was insane.
Also seeing that it was a care pack triple take. That's something else I forgot that they included into this season, right? Triple take no longer being on the ground loot, actually being a care pack weapon. Okay.
Interesting, which means they buffed it, and you know, typically triple take's not used too much. I mean, actually, fun fact, Ghost Yami was telling me he knew the weapon designer for the triple take, and the whole purpose of the triple take was like intentionally to be a noob-friendly gun. Like anyone could pick it up and get kills with it, because obviously it fires out in a spread of 3, and anyone can get a shot with the triple take as long as you just aim in the general direction.
Get some easy hit fire shots here too. One of my favorite weapons to use, although there is no disruptor right anymore in the season, is the alternator. But at least with the Tempest, you can try to make some magic happen with the hip fire shots, and they do it. Team 5 get eliminated, but they lose out on main in the process.
Happy had literally 2 HP right there, and was able to dodge all damage. Well played from Happy. Again, Happy season, that entire team continues to rock and roll. They put down Pure Aqua earlier. They just won that 3v3. I like what I'm seeing from them.
Where we're going? Ash portal. Oh, he got hit so hard though right before taking it. You're out in the open and on the low ground. Scary situation to be in, but almost like they had no choice, right? We know that there's that Team Slacker up on the high ground. Our previous Game 1 winners. Looking at them with double red Evo.
And leave it to the Ash to just like fly their way across the... We're good, guys. Easy rotate, right? Yeah, you got 2 dashes to your name. That's the one thing
okay.
Yeah, right. Okay, shots to center. Whenever I play with teammates who play like those high mobility characters, it's so obnoxious because they're like halfway across the map, you know, just cruising along, having the time of their lives, and they forget about you, leave you in the dust.
Yeah, more situational awareness on where your teammates are. Shoulder to shoulder is what I always usually say to my squad, unless they're trying to buy some space. Then I'll take that into consideration. Seeing Oval Beats with the Sparrow. Legend has been so cool to watch. We've seen some moves already with the tactical being brought down, but getting information where everybody's positioned, but you gotta land those Volt shots before sliding down. The P20 follow-up from his teammate, Dark Samurai. And now losing out on their Ash Fergie. See if they can reposition and get that res.
Yeah, known for kind of hunting, tracking capabilities, kind of like a version of Bloodhound with more tracking ability than just footsteps and actions. Oval Beats, last alive, trying to put it on for all the Sparrows out there. And big 1v1 takes out Sleep King in the 1v1. Oval Beats goes huge for the team.
Huge here. I love the clutch out and nobody to move into third party too. And you still have 50 seconds before going into that next zone, so you have all the time to reset.
I love he's playing Sparrow. We haven't seen a lot of Sparrow today. I thought we'd see a ton.
Yeah.
I think it's because people are playing, comfort picks that they're used to, and not many people have a lot of reps on Sparrow yet. But I think that maybe will change in the esports mode, maybe not. But nonetheless, good to finally see a Sparrow on screen.
Comes into question like the Alter Ash comfort picks that we've been seeing a lot more often within the last season, 2 seasons now. How strong those legends are, and whether you want to run the Sparrow or you just want to run it down. Like this high ground positioning, but Goose is the only teammate alive here. He's got the Moby, but doesn't look like they've been able to even get the res down because now he's getting chased. Oh, what? The double-edged sword on your own wrecking ball, but then you have the perk to make it into a thermite.
Oh
Doink
my
is gonna
gosh.
slide in with that wingman.
Wow. Just doinked him with the wrecking ball right there. Last alive here is F6. Shorzy gets taken out by Team 18. Oval Beats continues to rock and roll. Dark Samurai is the kill leader of the lobby with 7. 2 squads remain. It's a clean 3v3. It's like a game of arenas, which, you know, Vicky, I used to love saying that back in the LGS Cassidy days. But guess what? Arenas is back, baby. You can make those references again. I love this final 3v3 fight.
Man, that's exactly what I'm going to play, too, after this event is done. I can't wait to see how that's shaped up now, making its way into the new Season 25. Also, really like this positioning. For now, it will shift over to that north side by that gravity cannon that I mentioned before. So eventually, they will have to funnel forward. It's the matter of where they could go, because they will get gate kept here.
Yeah, that's a great point. We'll find out in 5 seconds where the zone's going to be pulling towards. Who's going to get lucky? It's not always the exact center in Apex. For those that are new to Apex Legends, it pulls a certain way in this circle. Could be anywhere. And you'll see, there it is, actually is fairly centered, but closer to this team. But they're going to have a pretty large, kind of a moat, to be honest, to pass to get there.
Yeah, little to no cover, and when you're forced to drop down, too, you're going to be playing off that low ground. This other team is going to be hailing from above. Oh, yeah. Team 17 having the high ground advantage. If they play this smart, depending on if the enemy Newcastle's got their ult, they could definitely gatekeep this squad in the next 35 seconds. Peekaboo. Bocheck. Saying hello?
And I wonder, actually, because the patch notes are, notes I checked said a Bocheck compound bow. Maybe it's a different weapon, because I don't see it right there, obviously, so.
I think, you know what it is? I feel like that was the name of it before, but they don't really ever say the full name of the Bocheck. Yeah, because usually
the notes I'm checking says that it features explosive arrows, unless that was like an April Fool's joke that got picked up.
I was also wondering, like, I don't know if that was a Sparrow thing or if that's what everybody could do, because I got to try it out with Sparrow, but I didn't try out the Bocheck just by myself. Oh, but the Ash Portal is going to let them reposition. Nice coverage, though. Nice beam, as you could see. Doink is going to take an off angle, but they lost out on their Ballistic. They completely dove on him with the Ash Portal.
No way. Oval Beats gets 1. The Wingman's popping. He's going to get a double kill picked up. 2 go down. It's 2 versus 1 for the win here. Here comes the push wide right. What a fight for the finish. Doink takes high ground. Great flank from Doink in the 1v2. He gets 1. Can he get the second? Yes, they do. The 2v2 fight is picked up. And just barely, Doink with the flank gets that kill. I like the movement. I like the mobility. Well played right there from this squad to close it out.
I love the name Doink, too. Doink coming through with the altar, also with the new altar skin, by the way, that I am a big fan of, and seeing another winner for our game, too.
Absolutely. Big doinking out there, my friends. That is what we're all about here on Gamers and Guardians. Every single week, we have had some of our best names be on Apex, 1,000%. A few weeks ago, we kept saying it. I can't remember Fallout. You remember? We kept repeating that guy's name over and over again.
Vanoose?
Vanoosh? It might have been
Vagoosh.
it. Yeah.
Vagoosh. Vagush.
Vaguckin! It was Naguckin! It was Guck! The Gucker!
Vaguk! It was Vaguk!
It was Vaguk! Don't cheese me. But yes, it was the Guck! Ah, never forget Vaguk!
Isn't that the grossest gamer tag you've ever heard? His gamer tag was Vaguk. Vaguk.
What does that even mean?
That's what I'm wondering. Imagine casting that. You have to say Vaguk gets the kill.
Vaguk and then Cat Zaddy, I guess, on one team.
Cat Zaddy, yeah.
All right, well, let's check out our highlights from this game. Brought to you by ID Me. A lot of fun moments, folks. What was your favorite?
Man, it's a tough one. I like the play from Doink at the end right there. I like the Ash port, to be honest. Even though it didn't work, like you called it perfectly. That Ash port was also great. Some highlights here I'm sure will pop up. Vicky, what stood out to you?
A happy season with the clutch, 1 HP actually right here with the alternator. Like running an alternator late game like this is very hard when you have to deal with other P20s, R9s on top of it. You assume that alternator is in their hand because they didn't find an R9.
Yeah, and Oval Beats was actually playing insane here too. Picked up these kills and then was able to stay alive and pick up a few more. And then they unfortunately couldn't take out the dub in the end. And the defense was too strong from this squad. But this Ash ult to give them a chance was awesome to watch.
And then here right now, too, when they were trying to... I like the attempt on the full send Ash portal, but playing this very patiently. To me, this was Doink's time to shine, but also the awareness of holding 2 different split angles to get one teammate, you see the Newcastle, and then having full trust in your Mad Maggie to clutch out your fight.
Absolutely. Super, super sick as we go into our 3rd game here coming up soon. So any predictions? Are we going to see the same squad win again, or is it going to be
Cheese on your
switched
eye.
up a little bit?
I'm
No.
going to predict some more cheese coming on your eye before the end of this segment.
Like, hopefully you're
Yeah,
not
that's
lactose
way too
intolerant.
cheap. Thank you very much. Yes, please increase that cost. That'd be great. But are we going to see the same squads getting up there, or do you see something else? Fallen, have you noticed a difference in casual mode from what you've seen on the show before?
To be honest, no. This is literally this is the same thing that I've casted every. And in fact, I think because we did such a push, which is awesome. By the way, shout out to the entire Apex. A duck. I want more cheese on his face. Because we did such a great push to the Apex community, so many more people showed up, which is great. I think we now have a lot more skill. And this is about the same skill level I saw the weeks past. If we wanted to make this casual, I think we should have played some mixtape like TDM or other game modes. But this is pretty high caliber gameplay.
At least the teams are different. The winners are different. At least I actually hate Orba. You guys missed last week, but this is my most hated one. So thank you very much. Orba is horrible.
Is there a
but
sound
anyway,
effect in that one? A slurp?
there is a
Did you hear that
horrific
slurp?
sound effect. Yeah, you get a slurp on that bad boy. Vicky, I can see who is redeeming. Don't freaking redeem the own cheese while you're on panel, please.
Vicky slurped him. Yo.
Yeah, dang it, be your own sometimes. You can't do anything anonymous anymore.
I gotta get into this stream and do the same thing.
We genuinely
America.
added a... Great. Thank you so much, guys. That's wonderful. We added so many Apex memes, and you guys are just doing America and Blorp. We are trying to represent the game here this week. All right, anyway. So, with that in mind... Oh, what the hell was I talking about? God damn it. I hate Blorp. It messes me up every single time. Okay. Anyway, thanks. New season. God damn it. Can you make these more expensive, please? Thank you very much, Skeets. Please make these more. We actually have to talk before the next game starts. Thank you very much. These are viewer
I'm
rewards.
dying right now.
All right,
This is
great.
amazing.
All right, so new character.
Vicky, how do I redeem this? Can you teach me the ways? I gotta keep hitting. I'm sorry.
It's viewer
How do I
points. You
redeem
should
it?
have about a billion of them. Don't. You're here every week, Fallout. So,
I
yes.
am here every week. I don't know. I gotta figure out how to redeem these. I need instructions. I think I
Shut
found
up,
channel
God.
points.
Please make them
Oh,
more
yeah, I got it.
expensive.
I got
Oh,
it.
there we go. There's an Apex one. Thank you so much, guys. All right, so in MOBAs, traditionally when a new hero is released, it is completely broken. Is the new... Guys, can you actually please make these more expensive? All right. Is the new character broken in Apex? Is this something that everyone should be insta-locking, or is it pretty balanced?
I can't say yet. I can't say yet right now. I think he's really good, but I think, well, I would like to pet the new legend like that, because he's kind of adorable, our Italian new legend, but like I wouldn't say he's broken right now. I need to see him played more, because again, it comes into terms like, why should I play him if I could play Alter, where I could choose whether I want to be recon or support, right? Like it comes to the question is, what would you play instead of Sparrow, and are they better in that case?
A lot of players are saying that got early access were playing in firing range. Like, this is the most broken legend ever. But people say that every season. I agree with Vicky. I don't know yet. Too soon to tell. But looking promising. Looking very strong, as you're still getting memed. This is amazing. Keep going. Keep going, people.
We only have 30 seconds left, thank God. As we will get into another game where we don't allow these things to be popping up, because we respect our veterans and active duty members that come and play here every single week. And it looks like we are getting into that game right now. Thank the Lord. Take it away, my friend.
That was amazing. I wish we had more of that. I can honestly do that all broadcast, Vicky.
Me too. Like, thank goodness I don't have that power, honestly. But I feel like Jake was having a good time with it. The fact that he was able to get like 3 sentences out before more cheese was slapped on his head, I think that's a very successful broadcast in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree wholeheartedly with that. I think that's all you need to make this a successful broadcast. But good thing we also have gameplay, and we've had some good gameplay so far. I've enjoyed what I've seen from these squads. We're going back to Storm Point to finish things off though here.
Yes, we are. Saying that it's also pulling to the south side once again. Not as south as we saw by Devastated Coast in that Gravity Cannon like last game. Maybe pulling a little bit more to the north side. I'm predicting a launch pad. We'll see where that next zone pool is going to be. We've had some pretty cheeky 50-50 zone pulls lately, making it kind of hard for some teams to call out. And I do want to ask you, Fallout, with the way that we've been running this event, seeing more of our casual squads, you said that it's not much of a difference compared to what you're used to. We do have pro players, very experienced players in general, coaching some of these teams, right?
Yeah, and actually, I wasn't sure. I want to get clarification from Slacks on that. I wasn't sure if that's going to be for the esports segment later, or if that's happening now. But nonetheless, I'm seeing a lot of like, thank you for the coach, thank you for this in the chat about confusing QT and We the People. So maybe the coaching's happening right now. Maybe it is.
That's like 2 really good players to be able to give you advice in your ear, honestly.
It's now.
So.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's now on
now.
their
That's
streams.
amazing.
Oh, that's so sick. Okay.
That's amazing.
You know, you pick some things up, right? And you apply it to your own games, you know, after having them coach through a lobby like this, and then being able to queue up and maybe run some ranked after getting some fresh, slick info.
I'm going there.
That's right. It goes a long way. Like you said, coaches matter. Coaches make a difference. Why do you think we saw, you know, the rise of people like Raven in Apex? You saw the coach really become so much more important, probably in like, what, year 2 of ALGS? I distinctly remember sitting down with Sweet Dreams and Hal in Sweden at the bar. You might remember this too. I don't know if you were there.
Oh, yeah.
You remember that conversation? And
That was my first event.
Was it? Yes.
Yep.
And I lectured them. I'm like, guys, there's no reason not. There's no downside. No reason not to have a coach. And they were like adamant. We don't need a coach in Apex. It's not needed. And look what happened. All those championships later with Raven.
It's a really big deal. I mean, look at Winnie right now from NRG. Like, Winnie has had such a good track record. She's a fantastic coach in the Apex scene, and I feel like she doesn't get enough love. I definitely want to change that within the official broadcast, highlight Winnie's accolades and what she's been able to really bring to all the teams that she's been able to coach. And it really highlights also, like, the squads, if they don't know where they're lacking as an individual situation, it helps them see things that they may not have been able to see before.
Yeah, big time. Makes a huge difference. So the fact that we got some great experienced Apex Legends players coaching right now, first off, just kudos to them. My hat goes off to them. Like, taking the time to coach, to play, to get involved in the community, to support the military. We the People was always the first one to raise his hands. One of the best dudes I know. And a lot of respect for that individual and how much he gives back to all types of community. I mean, Vic, you remember we were in Mykonos. This guy was going through the streets of Mykonos, giving food to homeless people, feeding people, buying them euros. Like, he just gives back wherever he can.
That's just him, right? Like, that's not just that wasn't a one-off thing. That's literally just Peeps, and that's why we should feel so blessed to have people like Peeps in the community, because that's literally the most wholesome type of interactions that you could really ask for. Like, it's lack of ego, more giving out here, and that's what I like to see within our community.
Facts. And then this is why I love this event. We got Traylocks in chat saying active duty Marine checking in. That is awesome. Like, gosh, thank you so much to every single member of the military, either active duty or veterans. Thank you for your service. Thank you for being here in this event, because by being here, you don't realize how much of an impact you have. You're supporting so many amazing causes and charitable causes that this event is raising funds for, is promoting, is supporting. We had a chance to talk to the team, red, white, and blue folks that are running across the country, carrying the American flag across the country earlier. It was amazing to see how much good is done for our military men and women who deserve it. So thank you so much to every single member of the military community that are here.
That was so cool to see. I believe they were currently in Texas too, you know, doing that marathon. So that's incredible. Taking the flag out here. Ooh, big igloo! Getting hit with a big nade, forced to reposition now. They lost out on their ballistic. Hopefully they'll be able to try to get that banner and a replicator.
Yeah, back to the action. Look, this is proving my point when I said these lobbies are just as competitive as what I've casted weeks prior. 19 squads left in round one's closing. Like, this is like a game 3 of a 3-game series for $100,000 on the line. I mean, look at this. Finally, a couple kills get popped up into the kill feed, but still 19 squads alive.
Getting a little bit of PTSD in my own games, right? The way that some people play, even in pubs, like, they're the ones competing for the LGS. But I like this level of competition here. I believe I heard what sounded like the longbow with the attachment on here. Interesting. Wondering if they actually had brought that back. Sparrow going down now, Team 4. Gears going to be able to open up the Nexus portal just so that way they could try to reset.
That's a max distance Nexus portal right there.
Yep.
Gonna get the res. Yeah, it was. Gonna get the res and back alive for now. Still 19 squads with how many kills are in the kill feed, or how many knocks at least. As a couple teams are damaged, wounded, but they'll have a chance to res. Here comes another big fight. Wisco's gonna get taken out.
And the attachment I was thinking about was the Skull Piercer too. It's just been a little bit since I've seen it, but yeah, the Skull Piercers, that's what it sounded like at least for the longbow. More squads going down now. Another duo that we're currently seeing going through the tunnel. Do they want to commit to this side? Were they able to get the banner? Doesn't look like they have, but that's another thing that Alter could do that comes in so much clutch. If you go for the support perk on Alter, not only do you automatically pick up the Moby on your knock teammates box, but you also get to pick up their banner without having to commit and grabbing the banner yourself.
Wait, repeat that one more time.
That when you're on the support perk and you pick up your teammate's banner from a death box, you also automatically pick up a Moby respawn beacon. So basically what the support legends do out here.
Crazy. Yeah, good change. Obviously, once the support kind of class lost their unique ability to revive teammates without getting the banner, they had to give them something. That's a big one. That's why you mentioned earlier, Newcastle likely is going to have Moby. Certainly did. And everyone's getting revived now, which gives you a chance to get back into action. Here comes the push though. Cadster's right there. He's hiding. He's going to be ratting up in the mills. Cascade falls next to him.
No.
Oh, he gets spotted.
Yeah, they jumped right on top of him. You're literally running for the hills, but at least he got the res. That's what matters. Hopefully, they'll be able to reposition and not get fully griefed.
Cadster, the evil cousin of Clayster, who retired from Call of Duty recently. Nah, I made that up. I don't know if he actually is related. I don't think he is, but here comes the drop from J-Staff. J-Staff gets taken out by Boomush. That's a tough team to run into, man. Boomush, again, has been playing so well throughout the entirety of this 3-game series, and you're going to run into one of the best teams in the lobby. It's just bad luck.
Yeah, dude, this squad is scary. This squad and Slackers, Sleep King, and Lux World, these players are definitely on their toes looking at how they approach these games. And they've been fragging out, honestly, in all of them.
And Boomush now just going to be dashing and flying cross map here against another squad. Just continues the aggressive play. Smokey Bones has $20 on the winning team having over 15 kills. I like that. Those odds. It might be this squad right here. 3 kills already for Boomush. Pure Aqua and Boomush on one team, say less. Great squad. They take out Walking, Looting Chest, and 4 kills to the name of Boomush.
I love that name. Walking Loot Chest is crazy. It makes sense. That's how it feels sometimes when you're just getting absolutely sent on in a bad ranked night and you just get delivered in the loving arms of another player that sees all your loot like served on a silver platter.
I love seeing the We the People community show up, show support for him, show support for the military community. Thank you all for being here. This is Gamers and Guardians, for those that are just tuning in. This is a weekly series raising money and supporting a variety of causes to support our military community. You'll hear about them later on in the broadcast from Sir Action Slacks. But we have a variety game, and this week the variety game is Apex Legends. We have a fun game, a party game. It's going to be Party Animals. And then we have our esports competition, which this week is also going to be Apex Legends. We're showing a lot of, this is like Apex Day. Showing a lot of love to Apex today. And next week is Warzone. So if you're active duty or a veteran and from the military, you can participate. You can actually play with non-military members. So you just need 1 military member per team to play in the esports competition or the variety or party competitions. Hope to see you guys in 2 weeks as we get another troll here on screen.
I love it. Don't forget to redeem your prizes. We want to see some more of these gifts appearing on our stream. Make sure you slap some cheese right on top of Slacks' face when he comes right back in. Pure Aqua with these shots here with the G7. But you're mentioning, having competitive games, playing much more lax. I want to see some action here with some Smash Brothers. That's always the best type of action you could get sometimes when it comes to the FGC games.
I like that. Maybe Smash for the variety of games. That would be awesome. And bring Vicky to cast that one, Slacks. I have a feeling you know who to call.
I'll make you and Slacks come in. We'll do the TriCast.
Yo, imagine. That would be so much fun. That would be awesome. 14 squads remaining in this one. And by the way, there's Apex memes that the production's throwing in this. You keep seeing random things pop up, like someone falling off the map on Olympus. It's not actually happening. We're just getting trolled. And there you go. No champion. No champion yet. I was like, wait, the game's over? It got me for a second.
It got me when they first was on there, like literally
like
3 minutes ago. I was like, wait a minute. But I see like 13 squads up. I mean, Cold on. And Boomush, by the way, the epic team that you were looking at after the first game, definitely fragging out with that 7 KP right now.
Yeah, that's right. Dominating. 7 KP. Was also making plays. I'm like what I'm seeing here, but now their squad's under a little bit of duress. It's actually Slacker, who's another kind of veteran that plays quite a bit in these competitions. I've seen him. Oh, yeah. All up the Boomush here. Pops the Phoenix kit. Does he get it off? Yes, gets the Phoenix kit off. Tries to go for a little bit of a potential escape route. Finds a way to do it. And by the skin of his teeth, finds a way to survive. Huge plays.
I was scared because I saw that Rampart charging up that Sheila, and that's like my nightmare demon in the corner of my room, just making sure that I put some respect on their name. So they managed to get away for now.
Vicky's, for those that don't know, Vicky's known for making weapon sounds with her mouth. What's the Sheila weapon sound?
Dude, that's actually a good question. That has to be like a hybrid that I haven't even done before. That's like a hybrid between the Rampage and like a mix of like my dog behind me, like going at it with her squeaky toy. I feel like that's at least my reaction. You know what I mean?
I heard
like,
that. That was great. That was great.
But definitely something I respect when it comes to buying space.
How old's your dog? She's got a Shiba Inu. How old's your dog now?
Oh, she's a year and a half now.
Oh, a year and a half. She's older. You got her when she was older then?
No, I got her when she was a baby. It's just time flies, man.
Time flies. I think you just got her 6 months ago. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I got a half Samoyed, like the white fluffy dog from Proposal that gets picked up by the hawk, you know?
Yeah.
And a half golden retriever. We gotta meet at some point. But hold that thought because we got a big fight on screen right now.
Big doggos. All right. Cereza showing that they got their dog in them. R301 shots though, missing just slightly. I like this weapon loadout. That's a weapon loadout I would probably run out here. But missing out on these shots are so crucial, especially when you have little to no cover once you're forced to back away behind these rocks, and then you get shot at the very end with that wingman.
Oh, baby. Royal saw him in chat. Them in chat earlier. Dominating on screen right now. Mr. Salty Nathan last alive for this squad. Just a reminder, Salty's going to be playing with Snipe Down later today in the esports version of this broadcast. So when things get a little sweaty, we'll see Snipe Down, the old man GOAT himself, jump into competition playing with Mr. Salty Nation. I'm excited for that. I know Peep's going to be playing later. I think Confusing's going to be playing later once we get to the esports competition. This is the variety kind of casual competition being coached by some of the pros. I'm excited for the later on broadcast when we're going to see the best of the best.
And a lot of our competitors, even in the casual broadcast, have just been frying. Although Neuro doesn't want to be the death box that you see being tallied away up here before dropping down and getting eliminated. Last 5 squads left.
Yeah, 5 squads remaining. This is the last game of our variety casual Apex series. We're going to have the competitive esports series later tonight. That'll be the grand finale of this broadcast. But for now, we got to give this thing its proper send-off. Mythos. Love that gamer tag. It's my favorite Greek beer. True story.
Hey.
Mythos beer. And right now, he is frying. 4 kills, 1,200 damage, 12 players remaining in this lobby.
Dude, my dog just threw her lamb chop up in the air and it actually almost hit like the camera of my setup. That was impressive, honestly.
Wait, so the squeaky toy is also a lamb chop?
Yeah, it's a lamb chop. It's those
it's
favorite
so
dog
cute.
lamb chops that a lot of dogs really like them out
Take
here.
a picture of that thing. I want to see it.
I got you. I got
Maybe
you.
I'll get it for my dog.
Yeah, they come in a bunch of different sizes. Like they have really big ones for bigger doggos.
Lamb chops? Oh my god, he's gonna be in heaven. I got a 6-month-old puppy. He's gonna love that. Hokkaido, last alive here. Here comes the push wide right from Mythos. Looking to tally up that kill count, and now it has 5. Mythos is dominating. 4 squads remaining, 10 players left. So we don't have full teams here. A couple teams of 2.
Go, Vaughn being the last member alive for his squad, one of the unfinished teams. Trying to prioritize getting a rotate in because there's only 1 squad in that next zone, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be a tough rotation for a lot of these teams. By the way, I saw Neuro in chat. My teammates haven't played Apex for 3 years. Hey, that's totally fine. Thank you for bringing them back to Apex. That's the whole point of this broadcast. Thank you for competing, Neuro. It was fun to watch you play. And hopefully we'll have a chance to watch you in the esports segment later today. But look, let's make this a community thing. Guys, we are so lucky. This is every 2 weeks until August. We have cash prizes for the winning teams. Every team that wins gets cash for the military player on that team. And this goes until August. And then there's a LAN tournament to wrap it all up in LA. Like, it does not get better than this. We are so lucky that they're investing in such an amazing, amazing tournament series. So please, please, please spread the word. Let's build a community here. And let's make sure this tournament series is popping every 2 weeks so we can get more and more great events like this.
Dude, and we don't get lands like that either, so to have that opportunity is so amazing. Like, I would love even more lands to happen in the year for competitive Apex as we slam down with the Grand Slam on the Newcastle, but mistimes it ever so slightly. You're stuck in the zone, you're trying to play for your life. Oh, imagine if you got the helmet swap right there. Still possible for Oval Beats.
Oh, now he's going to be trying to sneak in a res on the Newcastle, which is huge, because if you get that Newcastle up, anything's possible with more revs to follow. Great shield swap's going to come through. Oval Beats on Sparrow doing insane things right now. Has the mobility with the passive for the double jump, but not a whole lot of space as this team is locking him down. It's going to be Gooby, another favorite gamer tag of mine.
Hey, and Metalhead, by the way, up on the high ground with a red Evo themselves. Don't let that trick you.
You thought.
Making sure you got to pay attention. We got 3 squads left out here.
Oh, I love this broadcast and production team. We're getting trolled on the regular. What's up, Bill? In the chat saying hi. Mythos is still popping off. Can he get a 3rd kill here? His teammates are going to do the rest. Hey, it's Ollie and Lincoln doing a great job taking out 2 and making this a potential 3v3 to close this out.
Oh, Styles trying to crawl away with Metalhead being the last one alive for his own squad. 3 squads left. You want to maintain this high ground here, but with Ash being put into the mix, anything is possible to try to displace where you're positioned.
And I can't believe Ovalbeats and Samurai are able to get back to full, but they're going to be getting 8 by Metalhead. Big 1v1 fight, but he is going to get the help of Ollie and Lincoln from across the map here, which is likely going to guarantee the win, unless something insane can happen from Metalhead for Team Mythos. Here's the high ground. Here's the kill that's picked up. Nice job right there for Metalhead. He's playing this so well.
You have to be careful, though. You don't want to get sniped from across the distance. Living till top 2 is what matters in this situation.
Yeah, it's a 1v3 here. This is going to be a tall task for Metalhead. What can he do? Drops the Ash port, gives himself a 1v1. If he can take this quickly, he has a 1 versus 1 for some time. Not enough time, as we got a lot of mobility right now in Mobility Legends. Metalhead's going to get taken out here. That's going to be it. Team Mythos with the win. A team we have not talked much about, Vicky, until this game. They go crazy in game number 3 as America pops up on screen. We are supporting our U.S. troops today. Thank you so much to every single member of the military, active duty, and veterans. And of course, we'll bring back Slack to this broadcast.
Here we go. As we are, of course, tabulating the numbers right now. All right, you guys in the Apex community, you have taught us how to determine a winner because we had no goddamn idea as we started this one. We just made it play like deathmatch or something at the end, so it got a little wild. Sorry, let's see if I can make this work. But we will tabulate our winners. Okay, that is coming up. So congratulations to everybody that placed highly. Any predictions from what you saw? Was there people that had a lot of kills that you noticed? Who do you think that we might be seeing here?
Wait, you guys are doing the ALGS rules, like you're tabulating using ALGS scoring, 1 point per kill, placement points? No.
As soon as you say AGLS, I start falling. I don't know. I start falling asleep. It's too much for me to understand. Let's go into the highlights as we tabulate those scores, though. That is going to be from ID Me. We're going to see who's our MVP. And don't forget, we still have to pick who is that community vote that everyone in chat, Twitch chat, right now will vote on who gets the cash.
Yeah, I got some thoughts for that MVP vote. In terms of predictions for who's winning without knowing the format, I can't tell you for certain. But
Boomush, Boomush.
The Boomush has got it.
I think Boomush is goated, honestly. He's
West
been going
Gaming.
crazy.
Says not West Gaming in chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, production has screamed at me that it is the AGLS scoring, guys. So yes. Of course, we're professional. Of course it is.
AGLS, bro.
Whatever that stands for, of course we're doing it. Yes.
You can't. It's ALGS Slacks.
Whatever. Yeah, we're doing that. We're doing them numbers.
Slacks is my new favorite person.
He really is. So with that in mind, I think the Sparrow guy, O level. What was his name? O level and Dark Samurai. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
The guy.
Those words mean a lot to me.
Are we talking about overall over the course of the 3 games? Or are we
Overall,
talking
over the
about
course of the 3 games, he got top
dang.
2. He got top 2 back-to-back games. Mythos won the last game. Slacker, I don't know. It's a tough one. I can't tell you. Honestly, it could be anyone's series at this point because everyone, 3 games, 3 different winners.
True that. All right, guys, before I let you go, because we have an interview with one of our streamers that has been coaching on their own stream, but I did want to get your MVP people. Now, again, chat, this is the first time we're doing this. We're going to take what they say. We're going to put it in Twitch chat. You guys need to vote. Whoever wins, don't do that right now. Whoever wins gets the cash. Now, the guys who won this tournament with the scoring, they will get an invite to the LAN qualifier so they can go out to California. They will be automatically entered into a random winner of a vacation tonight. That is right. All expenses paid vacation. They'll be put into that. But more importantly, the guy who will win your vote gets straight cash. So pay attention. It is time. Vicky, Fallout, who would you like to pick for your 3 on the poll? You get one
Vicky,
each.
ladies first.
One each.
Ladies
Okay.
first.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with Boomush.
You stole my pick.
Okay.
Oh,
Bamoosh
no
is a good choice.
way.
You did, yeah, you did. Well, girl, you know we're always thinking alike. You and I are always thinking alike. Bamoosh is a great one. Bamoosh had some great moments. That altar play was sick, nasty. I'm gonna go with Doink Doink because of his gamer tag, and he had a great play where he slid across that box and then doinked him from behind. Doink Doink is my pick.
Fantastic. I'm going to stick with Baku. Baku, I still believe that you killed that guy with that sniper rifle. I don't care what anyone says. I believe it, Baku. All right? I don't care that you didn't do anything else for the rest of the games. You convinced me, and for that, I put your name in for the cash. Thank you so much, guys. We will get you your results. We're going to do an interview now. We might not see you again, though. I don't remember. So, Vicky, any words, as this will be the end of your segment. We're going to see Fallout later for esports after family time, where the vets get to play with their family members for cash. Vicky, any final words for joining us here at Gamers and Guardians?
I love this. I want to keep doing this. You guys are such great company to have. This is probably like the most I've laughed in one night in like a really long time. I literally was in tears. I had to contain myself. Thank you guys so much for having me. I love being able to give back to the community, especially to our military vets too.
Vicky, you are amazing. We hope to have you many, many more times. And even Doink Doink himself comes out into the chat to celebrate. Thank you so much, Vicky. It was a pleasure having you. We'll see you next time. Let's get our interview with one of our coaches and co-streamers, Fallout. We'll see you soon. All right, we are here with We the People. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us here today. I am so excited to talk to you about the coaching experience, all right? How far did you guys make it? Did any of your people make it to the winner's circle? Are you a good coach or a bad coach, sir?
Right now, I'm definitely a bad coach. Unfortunately, I've been having tech issues where it's been tough for me to watch them and coach them. So it's been a little tough, and I feel like I'm letting the boys down, you know? So we got to work on it. I got to figure something out.
Thank you so much for keeping the positive energy here. This is a fantastic interview. I really suck. I really but it was fun watching. I managed to tune into your stream instead of doing my job and watching the actual gameplay. It seemed like you were still having fun. So appreciate you coming. Good effort. Thank you, chat. Well done. So we're popping in. But yeah, what'd you think of the gameplay? All right, all veterans, all active duty or veterans or their friends and family. Were they impressive? Have you seen these guys play before?
I've seen a couple of them in ranked, believe it or not. But I'm actually blown away by the level of talent that some of these guys have. I thought it was going to be like, maybe gold, plat level gameplay. No, but these guys were swinging it. Every single game they were going for it. I had a lot of my guys from my chat. Some that have been with me for 5 years playing. So it's super sick to see that they're having a blast. But most importantly, shout out to you guys for putting this on for the vets, for our military members, man, because they're the reason I'm able to sit here, play video games, and do this for a living, man. So God bless all you guys. God bless your families. Thank you guys for what you guys have done for us, and I'm able to be a part of this, man.
Well, you are absolutely incredible. And for those of you who don't know, We the People was so passionate about this project. As soon as he found out about it, he said, I wish I knew about this sooner. He started DMing people on Twitter. I was like, I'll do this busy work for you, bro. He's like, no, this is my response. I want to be part of this. So, guys, when we told our community that you were going to be here, they were so unbelievably pumped. After we announced you, we had more signups than we have ever had since the show started. So such an honor to have you here. Thank you so much for lending us your time and lending us your just terrible coaching. Absolutely horrendous from what you said. But no, hopefully we get to see you again. And what an honor, man. Thank you so much. Any call outs, any shout outs, anyone in particular from your chat that you'd like to say anything to that was here today?
Yeah, I saw Squee and I saw Shorzy putting on. I mean, these guys have been with me for years. I've seen a lot of guys. I've seen Heavy Chevy, who in New Orleans for ALGS gave me 2 challenge coins, which was one of the biggest honors I've ever had. So to see the whole Apex community, coming together for an amazing event like this, man, I'm getting goosebumps right now. I'm proud to be here. I'm excited to be here, and I'm amped for next week.
Hell yeah, you're one of the main guys that made it happen. So thank you so much. We will be back to Apex week after next. We're gonna do some Black Ops next time. But if you watch tonight and you're like, bro, I could absolutely dumpster these guys, make sure to do our sign up next week. We are still back. You will get that trip for the free vacation. You're gonna get that LAN invite if you win. You're gonna get straight cash for playing. And even if you're bad, we will still potentially vote for you to win cash just by having fun with us in casual. So thanks again, We the People. You are an absolute pleasure to be around and talk to. We'll see you hopefully again. Have a good one, Bus.
Thank you, guys. Love y'all.
Thank you. That was fun, guys. We had a very good time. Now, we are still tabulating our winners for that one. Not only our winners for that match, but also the voting that hopefully you guys are doing in chat with our 3 people that were hopefully 100% writing down their names. All right. I'm not going to say vote for my guy, but we will find out. Let's go ahead and get you guys ready for the next one. Now, if you are here for the first time, don't worry. We're going to play more Apex, okay? It's Apex Esports. That first segment that you just saw, all veterans and military active duty guys, we split them up and we put them in groups that were based on their ranking. We had a lot of platinum guys playing with rookies, a lot of fun. In 40 minutes, we are going to esports, okay? These are the 3 stacks that these guys signed up with. It is going to be some high-level octane action. You're going to see some sick esports coming up. But before we get there, we're going to have our family segment. This is where our vets and active duty military guys can play with their family on some family-friendly games, and it's the same amount of cash as playing in the hardcore esports stuff. This week, we're going to be playing some Fall Guys, baby, in support of Gold Star Gamers. Now, Gold Star Gamers is an organization that takes kids that have lost one of their parents in duty and hooks them up with mentors. They play games every week, and these kids are absolutely cracked. So let's go ahead and take a watch of a video to learn a little bit more about them.
If I were to describe Gold Star Gamers as someone who didn't know what it was, I'd say it's like an organization that helps people who've lost their parent to the military and help them cope with that through video games.
Gold Star Gamers means I have a place to connect with other kids that have gone through the same thing, and we all get to have fun.
I would describe Gold Star Gamers as a caring, warm community of people that look after you and will basically give you a big, giant hug.
We are absolutely honored to be partnered with Gold Star Gamers every single week. We mix our community with theirs, and let me tell you, those kids are cracked. Every single time that we play, they absolutely put up a hell of a fight. They are god gamers, and we will get into that family segment very soon. But I am hearing, I believe, production is just about ready for us to announce who won that. All right, now we have done the AGL, whatever they called it, scoring that you people wanted us to do. All right, the official Apex scoring. Over the course of 3 games, after tabulating kills, placement, and whatever the hell else, let me announce that our winners for casual this week is Slacker, Sleep King 97, and Lux World. Congratulations, guys. You have won that free invite to the LAN qualifier. You have won your invite to tonight's random drawing of who will win that all expenses paid vacation, and you win whole cold hard cash. And now I must announce who has won our MVP vote. Ladies and gentlemen, it pains me to say that apparently I have a lot more power on this show than I thought I did. It was Baku. Baku did not actually get the kill with the sniper rifle, who I claimed did. Doink, that should have been yours, baby. I'm sorry, Doink. I messed up, Doink. That's on me. But Baku's in the chat. He's like, let's go, Baku. Get the money. Doink, Join us next week, please. I owe you one, buddy. I really griefed you on that one. Sorry about that one, Doink. But yes, we will have more professional Apex coming up in the next 30 to 40 minutes as we get ready for our next segment, my friends. We are going to head on over to Fall Guys this week for our family segment. Don't forget, if you are watching and you have someone in your family that is military, these are fun games that we play every week. You can invite them in, you guys can bond over it, and you can win some cold hard cash and a free vacation potentially. So let's go ahead and introduce us to our casters yet again. It is the lovely, the experienced Trent and Lyrical for the family segment.
Woo! How's it going, Slacks? You know, I can't help but notice this reminds me of a certain situation with a player named Febby, the doink
Shut
doink
up,
box.
dude. Shut the hell up. Don't do it. I have to give an opinion. Oh gosh. Yeah, that's a long story. Hopefully none of you know it and none of you look it up. Thank you so much. You'll never find it if you're not from the Dota 2 world. So yes, no problem here. It's so good. Doink is in chat. Still mad. Doink, I love you, buddy. We'll get you next time, all right? Yeah, sign up.
Next time.
Sign up, Doink. Next time. All right, gentlemen, you requested it last week. I genuinely asked you, what do you want to see? And you guys said Fall Guys, and I made it happen. I ignored the variety vote. Chat's pissed. They're mad. They wanted to play, Super Cattle 3D, and I said, no, guys, we're doing Fallout, okay? Or whatever it's called, Fall Guys. You better have some grade A casting here today. Thank you so much, production. As we did have... Thank you very much.
We learned, bud.
Yeah, there's a lot of new channel points out this week. You are experts,
Don't worry.
all right?
Yeah, we're experts
What do
at
you
Fall
want?
Guys. We're ready for this. There's a reason we wanted this back. I thought it was so exciting last time. I want to see more of the races. I want to see more hexagons. I want to see vicious grabs. I like the party animals chucking people off the plane. We're gonna add a race and have people also grab people. It's beautiful, and we're gonna have more and more licking. Thank you.
Right.
Chat.
I genuinely hate Borba. I pretend to get a little upset sometimes, but genuinely when Borba comes on the screen, I get actually angry. I hate I hate Borba. Get Borba out of here, please. It's actually awful. So thank you so much. Thank you. Confusing Cutie is heading out. She was one of our streamers, one of our coaches for Apex, one of our co-streamers. You were so amazing. You made tonight so special. Thank you for donating your time here. And we have some stuff coming up here from production, as I was screaming about Confusing Cutie. But thank you. Not quite sure what the hell is happening, but something is gonna definitely come. Oh, right. That's right. It is time for me to talk about Westgate Resorts. Let's go ahead and chat it up, my friend. Westgate Resorts. That's right. They are giving away a free vacation to one of our winners here today, but they have an exclusive offer during the run of the show. You guys can pick any one of the dates that is green in their calendar on their website. It's $99, and when you go to the front counter, they will give you a $100 gift card if you are active duty or military vet. That is right. Westgate Resorts is paying you $1 to have a vacation. They are paying you $1. So if you guys are military, please go ahead and pick out one of those dates. Even if it's not green on the calendar, it is still 75 to 80% off during the duration of these 4 hours during the show. So check them out if you're feeling it. When's the last time you were on a vacation, Mr. Lyrical? You seem always so happy, but I know behind those eyes, it's just stress and a man who needs a massage. When was the last vacation?
I think it was probably the last one, and the last one I'm ever going to go on. It was the baby moon. We went on down to Mexico. But, after you have a kid, it's one of those things where, like, you don't get to leave again.
Yes, you never enjoy life ever again, actually. It turns out you just perish into what a sad state. No, the vacations become so much better.
They do.
Things like me.
Why would you say this during the family segment?
Yeah, you're like, why are my feet burning on the sand? And I'm like, I don't know, but it's going to be fun. Let's run. And, it's all kinds of fun stuff.
Get to the water. It's true.
Yeah, the vacations will change a little, though. You're right. You're not going down to the resort. You're not hanging by the pool.
No.
Not yet. Not till they're older, and then they can pamper us, right?
Oh, that's the way.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's an investment, guys. Thank you so much. GJ's very fun from Oval Beats in chat. Thank you. Thanks for coming in and playing, man. Sign up for the next one. But yes, a lot of us gamers are getting older. A big demographic in gamers, 30 to 35. We're having kids. We've made mistakes. All right? Take it from us, guys. We have families. Just just don't let them trick you. Be single for the rest of your life and play World of Warcraft until you die. Don't let No, families are great. That's why we're here for the family segment, and we are so excited to see these cracked kids play, guys, because they are very good. Now, Trent, you have like 15 kids, if I remember correctly.
Something like that.
Yes, he did die.
Allegedly.
Yes. Are they going to be gamer gods? Are you training them to be expert gamers?
I've found a way to really manage their expectations, actually. So the first thing I did was I showed them Super Mario 64, and I basically explained to them that was the pinnacle of gaming that existed. So in their eyes, like the peak of graphical content is just Super Mario 64. And then slowly I'm introducing newer and newer games, and they're just like, whoa, this looks crazy. So I reckon in a few more years, I'll get them to like, something like GameCube.
There you go.
Yeah. I'll slowly elevate them. So will they be gamer gods? No. But will it be cheap? Yes.
Well, so my daughter, she's 15 months old. So the duration of games is like pick up the ball and throw it across the house. But shout out to Super Simple Songs. They're getting her ready. Super Simple Songs YouTube channel.
Out.
My goat.
Goat, Coco Melon, the goat, Super Simple Song, absolutely goat. Miss Rachel, if you're watching out there, thank God. No, but for sure. Well, Trent, I completely agree with you. Your kid is going to go over to their friend's house. They're going to see GTA 6 in like 5 years, 10, 15 years from now and be like, my daddy lied to me. It ain't like this. So yeah, very, very sad.
That's a fair point.
But
well, he's played he's only ever played Minecraft of modern games, so his context hasn't changed. His friends play Minecraft, so he doesn't know any better.
He needs to
it looks the same.
Absolutely.
Fall Guys coming up. There you go.
Yeah, I mean,
Fall
I'm gonna have
Guys.
to train him.
Ain't bad. I feel so bad for all of the Zoomers out there waiting for the Apex Legends eSport to hear three old bastards talk about gaming from the ancient days. I'm so sorry, our Apex esports players out there. Don't worry. I know you guys are cracked.
They need to learn the lore.
That's right.
They do.
We built these games. Where do you think Apex came from?
We
right?
really did not build these games. That's
our culture. Our culture built these games.
Our culture.
Apex rose from the burning fire of old online FPS servers. Okay, that's respect your elders a little bit here. Let us be old.
Oh man, please do, absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. What's the oldest game that you guys played? What was your first game, gentlemen?
Oh, Seventh Saga.
Ooh, what was that on?
What?
It was Super Nintendo. It was Seventh Saga.
Oh, I
Super
can picture that
Nintendo.
game actually.
Yeah, it's like a JRPG.
I had a Spider-Man game on a floppy disk that you had to put in my computer to play.
That's awesome.
That was mine. It was awful and awesome, obviously, but it was real old school. And then I can remember never being able to land the plane in Top Gun on the NES. I don't know if anyone could ever land a plane on that game.
That was my first one. First console game. My buddy had it, my next door neighbor. I went over to his house. Top Gun on the NES was my first game ever, and then I played The Lion King, which is the most challenging game in human history on the NES.
Super. That game ruled.
It was horrific. Yes, awful. But
I also
we got
remember
some
renting
chat.
Home Improvement, the Super Nintendo game, where you played as Tim Allen and you threw hammers around. We had crazy games.
Right.
They were really just shooting everything.
You ain't having that these days, all right? You don't have the Thunderbolts or whatever, and you're playing as like, one of the characters throwing things in 2-bit, and they only say one thing. That's all Tim Allen did was the entire game. It was based as hell. Thank you so much. A lot of guys came from Doom, Small Americano, Bill from Doom, Linux, Titanfall.
I like that.
Classic game. Not really an old game. If that was your first game, you're like 10.
I think
but that's okay. Respect. But yes,
I think the other thing for me at least was I went back with I got like a little laptop thing with an emulator on it of like all the original Nintendo games. So I sort of went through the
Nintendo
old ones again.
This guy right here.
Yeah, exactly.
Take him down.
I mean, if you want to go way back, I'm sure all of our first game was like Windows Pinball or whatever, like Space Pinball or whatever.
Oh, Ski
that
Free.
was like, Ski for
Remember that game?
That was the
There was
goat.
the guy on the skis and the Yeti chase you and he
Oh,
eat
the
you.
Yeti! Oh, shit.
Yeah.
All right, that actually might have been the first game. Yes, you are completely right. Sim City from chat. Let's go, Jomo.
Ooh.
Absolutely. They never got that one right again. Absolutely.
I love Lemmings. That game was so sick.
The other one
Absolutely.
I really loved was here we go. This is a great game right here. Bye,
There we go.
Slacks.
All
We're
right.
gonna
I do
talk
love
about
Fall
Fall
Guys.
Guys.
Good luck, guys. Again, we have to eliminate our obs every time, so no one has been eliminated yet. That's just our observer who takes the L so that we can watch the game.
thank
Have
you.
fun.
Absolutely wonderful. So eliminated 3 out of 4. I see. Okay, so the only 4 people got eliminated right out of the gate, and still 16 will be around.
As they're laughed at by the frog. Let's see. I see one Jinxer.
Okay.
I definitely remember one Jinxer. Trying to get some other names here.
A few
Some of our
the-
returning gamers.
So for anybody that out there that does not know how this works, the entire concept of this game is a bunch of mini games where you don't fall down. It's called Fall Guys, but you don't want to fall. That's the most
I can see how
important
that's
thing.
confusing.
Yeah, exactly.
They should really clarify that. Maybe Don't Fall Guys should be a better name.
oh, no.
I mean, it even says
Oh, no.
Don't Fall Off in the top left.
That's true. That's fair enough. All right, 4 are going to be eliminated. So this shouldn't last too long, I don't think. This one does get a little bit spicy when the two things like line up together, when the high and the low come together there.
Oh, like this. Yeah, that's not good.
That's the death spot. Oh,
What a recovery by Iser.
that was really nice. The other thing about this is it's hard to track who it is that's going to get completely obliterated. But we see it there, and we've got 9 qualified. I'm hoping we get a race. I'm a big fan of the races towards the end.
Although it does keep showing just those 2 maps.
So maybe we're
Which
just
makes me
doing
think
the
we're
jump.
just jumping.
Listen, the jump is where it's at, okay? The jump is very good, Trent.
I like how there's different colors. It's like mixing it up, you know?
So let's see, we got Icer 1, Echo Mama, 1 Jinxer, Cappy Dude, waiting on the other side.
Ex-Pepino.
Ex-Pepino, I remember Ex-Pepino.
Yeah, one of our better gamers for sure.
And we're
very much a top contender.
We're going down to the end here. Everybody is going to be eliminated. So this one's going to be really crazy. Some amount of RNG is at play depending upon which of these sections break down first.
Yeah, Lyrical, why are the sections falling apart?
Because you got to get harder. The things start speeding up. Oh, they're already separated.
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh, taking them out. Iser 1 in trouble now, trying to get up onto the high ground, and oh, geez, they lose another. All right, so very limited space. If one of those sections just goes down, it's over for them. I think we're down to just final 3 already. Iser 1, Cappy Dude, and what is that? DX
The
no
Moose.
else. Woo! Gets up there. Now they can't hold each other if they want here too. We're in PvP combat. Who is it? It's gonna be eliminated. Wait until the end. Oh! And it's Moose that goes down. One Iser is the one that makes it out.
Okay, that was crazy. Moose makes this giant dive to actually somehow get to that surviving platform, but can't clutch it up in the end. And I actually thought that Iser was looking like they might hit first as well, but unfortunate with who went down to the water, soupy liquid. I'm not
The
sure.
slime, Trent. It's
The
called
slime. Oh, we're sliming.
Into the
Okay,
slime.
cool. The Nickelodeon slime. Is that why Patrick's here?
Exactly. That's,
Yeah, that makes
that's how it
sense.
makes sense. Ooh, roll off. Okay, so we're on a different set of maps this time. This one, I'm imagining we're only going to have a couple that get eliminated here, most likely. And we are going to lose one right out of the bat. That is, of course, our OBS. But you can see a lot of the same crew, and these ones, yep, bye-bye. See you later. Don't worry, it's fine.
How to obs.
Wait, we're
kind here.
We're just going straight 16 eliminated on this one too.
Oh, let's go. All or nothing, baby. There can only be one.
So there is something to be said for your strat differing if you're just a couple eliminated versus like everybody. Trying to stay in the big block can be good, but there's some like patterns where you do just end up getting completely knocked out. Cappy Dude playing it safe there.
Yeah, I like this just back and forth. This seems good. A little, I might feel you might get dizzy doing this, but it seems like the strat.
Yeah, it's gonna
Ooh.
it's gonna start getting a little bit more complicated here in a moment.
I
And
like
you're gonna
Duffy with the tie. That looks serious. You know? Yeah, like prepared for this. Very, very much staying cool and collected on the. Oh, geez.
he's a businessman. You know, that's what's going. Oh no, he's gone. Oh god.
Wait, suck down the vacuum. What, Duffy?
I think that was some lag. Some that was a rollback. That's what ended up happening there. Okay, we're down already now. Just 4 remaining. Sweet Lush. Is there one? Ex-Pepino. Is there anybody else?
Ooh, Ex-Pepino back in.
Yep, they're playing it close here now. Again, 4 left alive. You're gonna see them start to drop down lower and lower before they switch sides.
Oh, it's getting so fast.
Yeah. Oh, it's a little dangerous there. Ex-Pepino playing it back and forth. Down to the final 2. Sweet Lush, Ex-Pepino. Who is gonna have it what it takes to make it through?
It's
back and forth they go. Ex-Pepino, he's in some trouble. Sweet Lush on the far side. They're getting down low, but still hanging on just barely. Dodging away from that hole.
Yeah, you can't jump. It's moving too fast.
Oh, he goes down. Sweet Lush takes it.
The slide.
Come on.
It rose up. Climate change will get us all.
Oh, man. That was close.
Got the belt. The kapows. Well done. Well done. Except for Patrick. Sorry, Observer.
Oh, poor Patrick.
Didn't
it
quite
is
have
fun
it there.
that our obs is Mr. Patrick, isn't it?
I like it.
Oh,
it's good.
And Hexathon. So I think
let's go.
These are the different playlists, right? So now we have Hex Ring that we're going to play, and it's similar to the last one, but it will end much more quickly.
Yeah, this is a crazy mixture. To take the classic hexagon and then just throw it on this rotating spindle.
Yeah. Yeah, it can fall apart really quickly. So we're going to get another dropout. Very swift. Now this one, only 5 eliminated. So again, your hello gnome. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we are going to have down to 12. So we got 1 eliminated immediately, and then the rest of them followed.
They got gnomed so quickly, just right out of there.
All right, which kind of hex are we getting? Oh. Bye-bye, Goose. We got the classic drop. Interesting.
Oh,
so,
beautiful. Love it.
Depending upon how many are eliminated here, we might see somebody go for the quick down to the bottom strat, or they might stay at the top. I think if there's only a couple eliminated, I don't think going to the bottom is a good call.
Yeah, I think you just try and chill. Survive as long as you can. No point going as wild as setting up for everyone to fall through on that last platform. Of course, sometimes you do this, you stay up top, you know, you fall down, still there's nothing there on 1 or 2 levels, and maybe you're in real trouble.
He's laughing at him. A lot going on. Yeah, definitely. You can drop down suddenly 2 levels like that. Swiss cheese almost drops down to the bottom, but able to survive. In the meantime, Ex-Pepino, highest up right now on the map, and taking his time getting to the next spot.
Yeah, find a good spot to jump down here. Nice. Oh, can really rock those yells for a while. Meanwhile, we got Monoloni the exact opposite. Just running and gunning. You know,
right.
If they had some C4, they'd just be blowing up as many hexagons as they could. They don't even care about that they can last longer on them if they wanted.
Dr. X. Oh, big igloo.
This is destructive.
Yeah, this is dangerous right here now. And starting to go for the slow-mo move, but everybody's dropping down. We've got 2 eliminated, 1 eliminated, only 1 more spot left.
Igloo? Oh.
Yeah, Bigloo needs to be careful, and he does manage to stay alive. Okay, so we get 4 eliminated there, and this should be the final round that takes us down to the end. We'll see what type of hex map we're getting here.
Well, you were definitely right about the last time. It did not last long when it was the spinning hex.
Oh, yeah.
We're getting classic. Just hexagon all the way down. Let's see who's strats. Now, we got 8 people. So strats, I mean, I don't know. If you go right to the bottom, it's so risky because if one other person lands on you, then the 2 of you are just dead together. Like if you tried to make this island, but then they just land on top of you, you know?
Right. Yeah, I mean, that is kind of the question is, does somebody want to go for the all-in play? It does look like somebody is already down there. Sweet Lush 55, pretty low. With so few people, though, if you go down to the bottom right at the start, you actually might run through all your hexagons before people at the top make it down all the way. Because they're there's only, 8 people in the lobby total.
Yeah, they could really end up taking their time, especially if they're separating on a couple different levels and they're all just going like one at a time, doing these little jumps too.
Yeah.
Duffy and C1, they're delaying pretty hard.
I think Duffy and C1 might end up I'm saying that. I'm caster cursing them. Thank you.
Goose comes in here. Look, it extends to all games, of course.
Yep.
All right, Duffy. Oh, Duffy. A lot of people seem to have dropped off the blues. Duffy finding a lot of room up here.
Cappy Dude's still in the area. They're taking their time, making their way through this one. And that should be the drop down, but now you drop multiple levels, and that's where the danger comes in. Now, yellow, it has basically nothing on it. These people have a hard time getting there, and you can see Expapino, understanding the assignment. This could still work out for him. I think if he takes out enough of the middle hexagons, he might be in a pretty good spot here.
Yeah, it didn't like carve an island or anything, though. It's just kind of rocking the outside, waiting to see what comes down after.
There are so many people on the bottom island, and we lose our first. We're going to start losing them a lot more quickly here. This is, 5 people on the bottom at the moment, so there's 2 above that are likely in pretty good position as long as they don't drop quickly.
Oh, Moose! That was close.
Loop. Now this goes down. Now, how many more? That's 2 more. There's still somebody up there that's having a really slow time of it.
Oh, Pepino.
Making their way through.
Island.
Big Lou, jumps for it, makes his way over. Ex-Pepino off to the side, but Big Lou in no man's land. Only a couple more hexes to go for the 2 of them. Eliminated, and Ex-Pepino is gone. And the people up at the top stay alive.
Oh, back to
Sweet
back.
Lush. Wow.
Wow, Sweet Lush playing very well there. Got isolated on the side, took their time.
That was crazy.
See, that's the problem. It's like Pepino's down there, like trying to carve out a little home, and then Igloo comes in, and then suddenly they're out on the ice floe together, and it wasn't good.
Oh, no. Is this the video live feed? I love that. That's like a security footage right there. I like that. This guy is in. Oh, that's esports right there, baby.
That is
esports as it gets. Yeah, let's go.
Wait for the camera. Oh, nice.
Gold
star.
Oh, that's beautiful stuff.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I was sick.
Yeah, they were cracked this week, guys. All right, Fall Guys is no joke. Okay, I'm interested if that was one of the Gold Star gamers or one of our vets that won this time. That was pretty nutsy out there.
I think that I've seen a couple of those names more than a few times. These are definitely return perennial favorites that we've been seeing. Sweet Lush, Ex-Pepino, and I think they tend to come out for Fall Guys pretty consistently. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Especially back-to-back wins at the end there. That was really good.
Yeah.
Well played. I'm impressed.
I believe this. Oh, let's go to our IDV.
We're racing.
Oh, it's
Slacks
another
is my
one.
favorite.
Yeah, we got race time.
favorite. This is my favorite. I love this.
Go!
Oh my god. All right, so check it out. This race right here that's coming in. They're battling to get to the top. Can they manage to do it? I'm wait a minute. Is this one? Is there any like limits, or is it just the first one wins overall?
I think this might be survival. Because sometimes we have survival into, it might just be race to the finish. I think it's grab the crown, right? This is just whoever lives, and then I think it's crown race after.
Got it. That makes sense.
Think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just take your time, get up there quickly, but make sure that you're not getting knocked off the back into the slime. That's the most important thing. So she's got to be careful. Sweet Lush, Icer 1. Oh, Ex-Pepino. Now don't get knocked off. This is where everybody fails. And he manages to get away. Okay, that was close.
Easy. All right, now you got to watch the hammers, and that slime will start rising, so you can't take too long.
That's right. Can they make it up? They're taking the safe route right there. You can see, but look at that right there. Ooh, cool, dude. The slime's coming up. You got to get up. Don't get knocked back down. Take the safe routes. And Cappy Dude makes his way through. But
that was like a mouse somehow getting the cheese from the trap and not dying right there. I don't know how Cappy put a toe on that.
He's gone. Cappy. Duffy manages to make it through at the end, and we eliminated a lot on that one. Oh man.
Wow. Even without the pressure of being the first one there, you can still take an L in the races here, folks.
Absolutely. Oh, and the slime climb again. All right, we get to see it from the start this time. All right, so gold, silver, bronze, top 50%, top 20%, and of course, first place. Are we going to see any grabs? That's the big question. I feel like probably not.
Yeah, probably not. No real reason. I believe we're doing the same thing again here.
Wait, is it just 3?
No.
No, wait.
Sure
No. Okay.
They're over there. See, there's 5.
Okay. I think this one is a first place probably. Just gets you there. Or at least, very least, gets you pretty far. So Icer 1, Big Igloo, jump the log, make that little cut. Now there is another fast track that you can do over here if you play it perfectly. It's not easy to get right up. So yeah, it looks like Expopino's taking the safe route. Look at that,
Icer gets it.
Oh, and tried to grab him, pushes him off the side.
Oh, that was good.
Expopino, the god, the one and only, jumps across those hammers. As long as he doesn't get knocked off right here, should have a clean place towards the victory.
Oh, careful.
Oh,
Icer. They were rushing. They were trying to catch back up, so they made a mistake.
Yeah.
They knew they had to gun it.
But I think Expopino probably wouldn't be able to go this slowly through here if that jump didn't happen that quickly. So Expopino, easy way through, takes the first place. Icer 1, hot on the tails.
Should be all right here. Has enough gap. Easy. All right.
Number 2, Swiss cheese and Sweet Lush. I mean, I think we have 3 clear top players. No.
Oh, don't curse
Sweet
Lush. Leave Sweet Lush alone.
Sweet Lush, you got to get up there. Come on now. I think, is he the only one left?
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Banana Water.
I think Banana Water went into the pink water.
I mean, that would taste delicious. It looks like it's missing some banana in that smoothie. Oh, Sweet Lush!
Sweet Lush! Do you see that little dive at the end? The little, please no.
All right, we only have 2 left. So we get a 1v1 race?
A 1v1 race is really hype. And it's Fall Mountain that we're going for. Final round.
This is my favorite one.
Holy. All right, the 1v1 race is super hype.
All right, who you got? Who's your horse?
I think Expopino's the favorite. I'm going to take Icer 1 as the underdog.
All right. Yep. I think Icer 1's definitely got it in him. I'm going to go for Pepe. Oh, Pepino. But Icer, we know they know the riskier strats. So if they hit it, they got it.
Icer 1, definitely the riskier player. Expopino likes to take the safer route if possible. You can see a little bit of a lead right now. Oh, and the ball. All right, Expopino, all he has to do is play safe. Oh, no! Hit right in the face. Oh, Icer 1 trying to catch back up. Things get crazy towards the top, and they're already getting real crazy. Pushes him up to the side. That push back hits him up further, but off to the side. Icer 1 tries to get up that trackpad, but he's not quite going to do it. Taking the slower route. Icer 1 looking for it. The crowd is theirs. No! He didn't hit it! He didn't jump up in time, but now they make it. They just need to jump. Just jump.
Spaghetti.
Expopino, just jump. Just jump. No! You're so close. How are you so? Pepino takes it.
Oh, God. There's
Can't believe it.
It's all over the treadmill.
Can't believe it.
It's falling out of their pockets.
Holy.
It's just everywhere.
That was crazy.
That's the game, baby. That's the game. That's what I'm talking about. Absolutely.
That's how you know it was getting intense.
Look at the dog. The dog.
It's okay. The dog's stressed.
The dog was like, I understand that you're stressed. I'm here to help you.
I know. Sometimes it is hard to catch the ball. I struggle too.
That's right.
That dog's wearing it. That dog is wearing it. Hell yeah.
Gotta love that. Oh, and the closeness that they had there, right on the edge. Oh.
Absolutely. Thank goodness for that dog. Bringing it in there. And that was an incredible job, everybody. Guys, this is so good at this game. We need to build some. We need to build up our community and not crush them every time in family segment, guys.
Agreed.
Yes,
we are
thank you.
building up. It seems accusatory, I think.
That's
all
right.
I'm just their competition was so intense that it caused those errors. They know how to grab a crown, but you know, you're gaming, the sweat's on the controller, you're reaching down, rubbing it on your pants every time you miss that jump for the crown. That's what's happening right now, all right? It's getting intense.
You know what it unironically is too, as we see just dancing on Slax's face. It's like, even if like in that moment, in that exact moment, those two players knew how it felt to be like professional video game players. Even though it wasn't those same stakes, even though they're not in a giant stadium, that moment of just like, I gotta get it, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. I'm looking for it. I see it right in front of me. You reach up and you try and grab it, and you come up a little short, and then they went back and they were able to get it at the end. Like that legitimately, like the competitiveness, it can make your hands do funny things. I love it.
Absolutely. I've never been a true competitor in my life. Okay, I've tried. The closest I ever got was at PAX East. I was playing Artifact against people that came for the first time, and I cringed out, failed every single time. These kids are better competitors than I will ever be. I am not an esports guy. I did win one show match one time in a Shan tournament in Manila, so thank you. All right, and here we go. Look at that beautiful, beautiful picture here today. Absolutely fantastic. I guess these are our highlights from IDB.
They are indeed, buddy. This is where it all began. Back on our spinning Moose barely falling in first. And then, of course, Business Duffy getting sucked into the vortex like someone opened the door on the plane. And then we went to the Hex. The Hex was great.
Yeah. You gotta love it. I think it's like you saw the classic strategies that come up with this one. And the other thing that is sort of exciting about this is I feel like we're seeing repeat players come back and have a good amount of success. It also makes me think, you know, if you're out there, military family, know somebody that want to compete in the family game night, the field is wide open to come and compete. It's a hell of a lot of fun.
That's right. Find your friend who's involved, and then sneak in there with them. That's the way to do it. You know, we just need one member here, and you get to play too.
Oh, and that right there, holy moly, a big moment at the end.
Hand shaking in Fall Guys. Absolutely.
Chills.
Chills. Now we do need new competitors here because we keep seeing these same guys coming in every week. Don't be afraid of the Gold Star Gamers, okay? But come in and fight. All right? You should be afraid of them. They are very powerful, but I know that you guys are watching out there can come and win that same amount of cash that you can win in the esports segment. Now, I'm going to be real. After watching these guys play for so many weeks, I think it actually might be easier to win the tryhard esports than to win family.
Maybe.
But you can still try. You can still try. All right. More highlights. Oh, yes, they're Angel Armor protecting play of the day. Angel Armor, one of our newest partners here on the show. And look at that protection right there. Angel Armor, fantastic.
Lush protecting themselves by not going into the goop here with this nice, slick movement to stay up on the spinning death wheel.
Absolutely. Angel Armor, you know, sometimes protecting yourself is the best protection that you can do, as Angel Armor shows us. All right, guys. Angel Armor provides top-tier protection for their first responders, from body armor to vehicle armor. These are so the heroes can do their jobs out there, knowing they'll be covered when it matters most. Check out the link in chat, learn more, and get our exclusive Angel Armor giveaways here. Huge shout out to Angel Armor for backing this community up and standing with the people that stand for all of us. So thank you very much. If you think about it, baby, Angel Armor is like a guardian angel in real life. They got your back. So thank you, Angel Armor, for providing me with this hat and providing me with that fantastic partnership here on Gamers and Guardians. Guys, we have an interview ready for our winners, so the time has come yet again for us to give you your time for call-outs, shout-outs, and dreams of what you would like to see next week in the family segment. I just straight up did whatever you guys said last time. What would you like to say before I let you go?
Well, shout out to my goat Vicky. I don't know how you managed to get her. She brought Smash. I know that's a hard one, but shout out to Vicky. I think she's right on the board on that one. That would be a great time. But
okay, Smash.
Yeah, just get it in here. Surely we can make it work. Right, Slacks? Yeah.
Yeah, Nintendo's not going to sue us. That's great. All right, we'll work on it. Thank you so much, Trent. Yep, Smash. Thank you.
Yeah, I would suggest Mario Kart, and I think that shout out to that again.
Thank you guys so much.
Shout out to Super Simple Songs again. You know, my coach. That's what I got.
Fantastic. Dun, 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 dun,
Halo
dun,
custom
dun,
maps.
dun, dun.
Like Fortnite custom
Thank
maps.
you so
but
much.
Halo custom maps. Halo custom map infection. For real. That's a good one.
For real? For real?
Halo custom maps infection. That'd be so fun.
We will
I don't know
ask.
how we'd score it, but it'd be fun.
Great.
Okay.
All right, guys,
You're good
thanks a
now,
lot for
buddy.
joining us for another Family Game Night. It's always a pleasure. We will see you later. Thank you so much for coming in. Toodaloo, my friends. Toodaloo. Okay. Oh, and our interview. Hello, how you doing?
I am good. Hello.
I am
Do you
so
see
good
me?
to have you here. Yeah, we could see you. That's a great angle. We like it. Very good. We need introductions. Name. Who are you? Who'd you play? There we go. We've got you now. Perfect. Hello. Fantastic. Well played here today. Well played. You are one of the greatest Fall Guys players in the history of the world. How does it feel here to get another W?
I didn't even win.
Being here's a W? What?
No.
How you doing, my friend? Hello. Yeah, how did you place? Tell us about your experience, at least.
Oh, it was really nice. I got like halfway through most of them, although like the last rounds I just got disqualified because I just suck at it.
Oh, that's okay, my friend. Don't worry about it. We always have next week with our friends here at the Gold Star Gamers. I like the Lilo and Stitch pillow there, my friend. Are you gonna watch the new live action coming out?
Like ahead of us.
Are you? Thank you for the cheese. Are you excited about the live action? I am probably gonna go see it myself. I'm a sucker for the old video. Don't care.
What? What? Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a based answer. I'm a huge fan. That was a dumb question. I should be asking a champion like you such a dumb question. Apologies. What would you like to see next week? What game do you guys want to play?
I don't know. I like Among Us.
Among Us, that was a good week, dude. I would actually like to play that again. Although I gotta admit, I kind of crushed you guys in Among Us, so I'll have to figure it out. Street Fighter 6 says chat. Oh my, I do like that. Valorant says chat. Goodness. All right, what's your favorite video game of all time?
Wrong games. They gotta play Microsoft Flight Simulator.
That's my boy. Microsoft Flight Simulator, baby. Competitive. Bring out the sticks.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
If you
my
have
friend.
more than 5,000 hours, tell me, because there's no way.
Hardest
like
airport to land at. What do you think? What do you think?
Kaitack International Airport.
God damn.
It's in Hong
he's
Kong.
right.
It's an airport that no longer exists.
A man of many talents.
Look it up. It's actually crazy. The approach, like you go in, and there's a bunch of buildings, and you got to navigate through the buildings to go into the airport.
Dang. That's nuts.
Yeah.
What's that? Do you know that one that has like the super short one? It's like right over a beach. There's a bunch of like YouTube videos on
Yes,
it. Yes,
that is Sabre International Airport. What's not international? It's in the Caribbean. I've flown there. Not in real life.
Hell yeah, you're actually getting me hype about Flight Simulator. I'm actually feeling it. Thank you so much for the spam of... That's fantastic. Thank you for that. All right, my friend. Well, our time is up. Do you have any call-outs, shout-outs, anything that you'd like to say in the stream? Any friends that you want to say hello to, or enemies that you want to flame?
Yes.
What do you got?
My friends in Japan, if you're watching this, at Shinto YT, please. You got a face reveal before I send it to you. And that's it.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much for participating. We will not eliminate you next time, no matter how much you cheat, okay? No matter what, you are going to win.
I wasn't cheating. What are you talking about?
Don't lie. It's okay. We're just going to keep you next time. You're gonna win. Use your hacks. It's all good. You will not be banned. Next time, you're going to get that W, okay? We'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye. Fantastic. What an incredible interview here today that we've had on Gamers and Guardians. We're going to get back to the Apex Legends time. It's time for some try-hard Apex esports, and I've got some news for you. We've got two celebrities here in the chat playing this week. Not only has We the People elected to not be a coach, but he's going to play in. We also have a Apex legend himself. Apparently, Snipe Down is in the building, and they are competing for the W. So don't go anywhere, as we will get into our try-hard Apex esports with Fallout and Colin coming right up after this short break.
Travel the road. Every day, our veterans face unseen battles. Every life is worth living, and every veteran matters. Together, we can face the fight against veteran suicide.
Team USA! He just survived. He just put a shield up. He's fine. Oh, God.
No, please! He's mine! Give that to me!
There's the Eagle Freedom! I just saw it!
Number one has already made his way to the...
Like, I know you guys are thinking, I could beat them! I could stop them!
That one is close.
Come on, baby! Bring it on! We're a live show!
Every day.
That is right, my friends.
Battles. Every life is worth living, and every veteran matters. Together, we can face the fight against veteran suicide.
Yeah, that's right, my friends. We have so many fantastic partners here on Gamers and Guardians, and we are so proud to have Face the Fight as one of them. Face the Fight creates this fantastic supportive environment where mental health struggles are openly discussed and the stigma around them is broken down. They believe that no vet family member, caregiver, or survivor should ever feel alone in their journey. If you or somebody that you know could use support, Face the Fight has made it easy with a one-click check-in button right on the homepage that will connect you with free, high-quality mental health care. They believe that veteran suicide is not inevitable. It is highly preventable. Learn more now at wefacethefight.org. Again, guys, if you guys know anyone that could use that service, ain't no thing to slide them a link and it could save a life. So let us know. But we are about to see some lives very, very coolly ended here on our Apex Legends Esports Tournament segment, guys. We have got the best of the best. Now, this week, again, we are having a special Apex episode where we took a lot of our esports guys that signed up in Tryhard 3 stacks. We separated them in to the casuals to play with some rookies, some other guys to shepherd them. But the shepherding is done. It is now time for high skill, high octane, try hard, best of the best gameplay. And that means that we have to have the try hard, best of the best casters as we are joined once more by Fallout and Colin. How we doing, buddy?
Doing fantastic. I am so zoomed in. Am I getting trolled right now?
I like that.
Take a step back.
That's good. No, that was
I'm calling it my fault. I'm calling it because I look great. I don't know what is going on over there, but I look fantastic.
Yeah,
Colin, I gotta say,
why is Colin so perfect?
They're making you bigger, Fallout. Why are they making you big? Production is literally taking away my camera for yours. I like that. Colin, that is good. Yeah, let's go. Take it, baby.
That's the last
Colin,
thing
when you
see.
joined in, you look like you were in a photo shoot, big guy. You got the perfect angle. The light is hitting your face. You look like you're at a glamour shots right now. You're gorgeous this weekend, sir. Well, thank you for joining us.
I'm assuming he's talking to you. He said gorgeous. I just tuned out. I was like, there's no shot. I'll just be over here.
That was all you, Colin.
Thank you for another stellar. Oh, thank you, Colin. Welcome, big boy. Woo! Another stellar interview that I've conducted tonight. Thank you so much, Colin, as we continue our Gamers and Guardians show. Now, Colin, you have just joining us for the esports segment. We did split things up. We had this casual thing. It was very fun. We the People was coaching some of the teams. He decided Daddy wants to play. He coming. He in. He's going to play in the esports. And another name I'm not too familiar with, but perhaps you guys are, a guy named Snipedown is here. Who is this man?
Oh my God, look at this guy. Look at Colin's reaction. That tells you everything you need to know about Snipedown's involvement in this tournament series. Colin, you're the king of gas. Gas up Snipedown. Give us a proper intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who might not know, when you look at the top of the mountain in multiple gaming platforms, when you look at the tippity top of all elevations for not only skill, for not only communication, for not only in-game leadership, but the ability to take himself, put himself in a sticky situation and get himself out of there like he was absolutely made out of the slickest oil on planet Earth. It is the one, it is the only, it is Snipedown. He has conquered whatever has been put in front of him. He has let no one stand in his way from being a multiple-time champion, multiple-time runner-up, multiple-time peak NV player, and by the way, he might be one of the most handsome devils walking God's green earth. 8 billion people walking the planet. We get to say we live in the same time as the one and the only, baby.
Thank you, Fallout, for redeeming that yourself here as we're already in the match. Guys, esports, take it away.
I love it. Let's jump right into it after that goated intro from Colin. He nailed it. Snipedown, one of the greatest esports athletes of all time. In the Halo Hall of Fame, without a doubt, will be in the Apex Hall of Fame one day if there ever is an Apex Hall of Fame. And it's amazing that he's participating today. He's playing alongside Mr. Salty Nation, former military, so he's a veteran. Big shot to Mr. Salty Nation, who does a lot for Snipedown's community, did a lot for my community, and just making sure to provide an awesome environment, especially from the military community.
Yeah, it's an absolute honor to have these two joining us, and as well as all of our other players. Look, we can never stress it enough just how great of a tournament, great of a show, great of a broadcast this is week in and week out. And John, if I took a look right at that opening salvo map, We the People and Snipe kind of landed near each other. We could end up with an early engagement with two of our biggest names, but I got to keep my eye over there on Pure Aqua, opposite side of the map. Pure Aqua last week with two different games where he was able to lose teammates, but find a way to rotate himself and his compadres into a final zone, winning one of those situations.
Yeah, I'm surprised Snap didn't drop Dry Gulch because it's just like Blood Gulch from Halo, just for nostalgia's sake. But just north of him is We the People in Dry Gulch. So we'll see if that fight does go down in Broken Moon. It is certainly a third-party affair, as it's so easy to rotate with those zip lines, and you do see a lot of active fights early on. So I definitely expect them to take some potential fight in this early game, as so far so good. Everyone's just kind of looting up. Nice and calm over at Eternal Gardens. Rusty, Pure Aqua, and Barely Asian, another dominant team who's played in quite a few competitive tournaments. They're looted and booted with some really good Eternal Gardens loot.
Yeah, they're looking absolutely spectacular early goings this one. And from what I gather, I believe I heard Slack say that y'all played a little bit more of a casual version. So you've been playing Apex for a hot minute tonight on broadcast?
We have been, but it's funny you say casual version and that Slack said casual version because it was anything but casual. Apex isn't, as you know. Speaking of which, big fight going down right now. First knock's going to come through, but not over yet. Main 207 gets taken down to start, and that's going to leave Sigurd and his teammate Trident left to try and survive as the res comes through from Newcastle.
I'm not going to lie to you. I was curious to see if and how many Sparrows we might see tonight. A lot of running into the Sparrow the last 24 hours for your boy. Absolutely love the old bow and arrow, or just to see how he might fit into things. But I think people are kind of going with the trusty, the tried and true, these metas that they're used to. You see a lot of Valkyries, a lot of Newcastle, a lot of Alter. You'll continue to see those as well. A couple of early picks there. We saw a nade kill come through, but it looks like we have two teams right here inside of the tunnel, and they're going to try to chase out this final kill. There goes the hip fire. They get the down. They're going to go for the cleanup as well, making sure that they get the KP. Because, John, last week, I think it was, 2 weeks ago, last time we were on broadcast, I believe we used the KP as part of our overall championship series, or how we dubbed our champions. We actually went to almost a global series-esque finale.
Yeah, it was insane. The scoreboard last time around, I think someone tells me we'll see the same thing this time around with nail-biter type of finish. Finally, first squad's going to be eliminated. It's going to be Team 6, Swiftness, and I think his name is Bamoosh, which is the new Vaguk. I don't know if Vaguk is playing today, but we do have a Bamoosh, and he dominated earlier.
Yeah, if we get to see... Oh, we're going to get a little action here. It looks like We the People climbing to the top here. Mr. Salty Nation, who is playing with Snipe Down. So my intuition proves me right. Snipe Down right in front of People. He pops up. He's going to get quickly shielded. People's going to be hard-pressed to try to get some of these shots back. Hides behind his ultimate. Now is going to use that Massive and a little bit of left-to-right movement. But here comes the Bangalore ult. Big Igloo might have dropped his ult to try to buy some time for his teammates. Go check out, trying to just peek back and forth, looking for a little bit of damage, but Righty is full shielded and may go down here quickly. People's trying to get some health back here, but he's almost shielded. But the first knock comes through, and that's going to be Sniped Down Fallout. Is that going to be all she wrote?
People over Snipe to break ice in this fight. What a battle. What a way to kick off this tournament series. As People's going to pop a shield back, he'll get back to full shields. Snipe Down still down. Big Igloo gets taken out. All of the People last alive. Snipe Down gets rezzed, gets a knock, and just like that, Snipe Down claps back and says, "People, I am your father."
Baby, I'm going to tell you right now, in that situation, I've never seen a quicker Newcastle revive attempt than when Snipe Down went down. I'm not kidding you. That's how I'd play, though. If I'm playing with Snipe Down, if he goes down, I'm throwing the house at him. We got to get my man's back. Scout shouts ring out from Gears. They get a couple of shots to go, but he's going to get tagged up as well, shielded in this situation. Hokkaido is going to get tagged up, and he and Gears both have to settle their tea kettle. Get some of those shields back before they maybe re-push into this. Not sure how smart it is, though. I mean, you got a Watson team locked up in a building. They are playing defensively. They got a Sparrow and a Ray. I mean, they got everything they could want to play this defensively, and they're going to do just that, but they're going to get pushed from behind. Now they're going to have to worry about the inside.
Yeah, wow. And I love that we actually see Oval Beats and Mythos teaming up. They played in the quote-unquote casual series against each other. Both won a game or got close to winning games, and now they're teaming up. This is the competitive series. You're going to see the best of the best playing with each other, as Milky, another top player we've seen in these competitions, takes out Dash in the top right.
So Lumna trying to find a little bit of an angle there with the charge rifle. Sentinel shot rings out from Mythos, and now Mythos looking for the angle here, goes for the front side of the building, making sure that they're not getting pressed from any other positioning. Deadshot, meanwhile, they're about to get locked up into a little bit of a 3v3 situation. He busts that ballistic ult, and he's going to have the 2020s in a dream there in the sling, as well as the scout and the 301. He's looking for the opportunity to try to get some early damage and then maybe slide in with the 2020s, but Cool little peek there, top side of the wall, gets a little bit of damage on a dead shot. Now they're going to return fire. They're going to be looking for their opportunity. We've got 4 teams in a very quick area with that zone having closed in. So, John, we could find ourselves in a bit of a sticky situation, a little bit of a washing machine, getting agitated, spun in circles.
Yeah, and that's actually Sleep King, who we also saw in the casual segment, play incredibly well. Going to be getting gate kept right now. Cadester and team are best positioned to just kind of gatekeep that area, but it's just ring 2. So the zone's not going to be taken for that much damage. I think they're going to try and rotate far away. They definitely don't want to go through Cadester and Co., who are going to be gatekeeping.
Well, they're going to be running into Cryptics, who might also be gatekeeping as well. Cryptics here has to be on the lookout for a team coming up behind them. They're going to throw their they're going to have their ult. They haven't thrown it yet. There he goes. I was going to say they're going to throw their ult behind him. Little quick on the trigger for that one, but he ends up throwing it anyway to try to buy his teammates some time. Devo in hand. Only a 1 times. They might throw out a couple of thermites here, try to buy themselves as much positioning as they can. Swiftness is going to be sliding in. First shots gets Blixta down. They're going to go up to the top side of the rail, try to find themselves an escape route. They're going to continue to boogie downtown, baby. They got in the taxi cab. Hey, look, main 207, find yourself your own ride out of there because my Uber was waiting at the door. I called that man 20 minutes ago.
This ain't 5th Avenue, New York City, back-to-back, bumper-to-bumper. Now they're cruising down the Autobahn here in Germany as they find themselves out and rotated well away. Name 207, who got knocked earlier, finds a way to survive by the skin of his teeth. Barely makes it. Cryptic's still alive, but look at all this action happening on this side of the map. It is crazy how many teams are just kind of getting gate kept here. Meanwhile, all the teams that are playing smart and safe have rotated early. They find themselves well positioned for this late game.
Little Sky Arcstar there trying to just get it up and over that wall. Dual P2020s in a dream. Gets the first knock. Sliding forward. I hide. You cry. Is about to find some tears on his cheek as he's going to be playing the Mirage. Is going to turn back into the 2020s and go down as well. Shoya has a chance to get a shield bat off here, but we're going to see Doink Doink and Zoa continue to rotate around here as I believe his aura has thrown out that balloon, and they know there's a team behind them, and now they're gonna get pushed from up top. Oval Beats gets shielded as well. Beautiful little tactical thrown out from the Ash. They're gonna be able to rotate through the building. First kick in, second kick won't go. They're gonna actually go down. Zoa's gonna go down now. 2v3 situation. Fallout, what was once a commanding position, they might have gotten some early damage. They find themselves on the back burner. They've been pushed back there like day-old mashed potatoes.
And that was actually Rusty, long range with the 30-30 Peter. Look at him, next to Barely Asian. He's the one that put in the work and caused that team to lose their kind of dominant position. And Shoya's not going to have to just hit reset. His aura lasts alive here. And Barely Asian go, oh my gosh, talk about melting.
Yeah, aura wasn't an effective buff for him that time. And we have a preemptive championship banner.
You got him.
Preemptive.
You got him. You got him good.
Hey, yo, you have no idea, baby. I was like, where am I? Who am I? There's like 9 people alive within eyesight of me right now. What are we talking about here? What we're talking about is Deadshot pushing the position down to the bottom side of the hill, helping eliminate Team 4. And that also got me because that guy sings the best WWE themes on the planet. I don't know if you've ever seen those memes where it's that guy, he's like, it's time to play the game.
Is that what that was? I didn't know that.
Yes. I've got to stop, find a link, send it to you. We'll enjoy it later. But for right now, I'm enjoying this Apex action.
Slacks is rejoicing with chat that they got yo ass with the production memes. That was great. Meanwhile, Colin's thinking there's a champion with 17 squads left. 14 squads now, right? He gets taken out. People needs to go big. People gets taken out as well. Big Igloo last alive, and we can't cast because there's a giant Nessie on our screen.
Nessie is blocking our vision, but that Sparrow is trying to put the vision back into a situation here, but Team 2 is going to go down. We the people in a top 15 situation. They find themselves down and out. Solo QU has almost no help. Will be hitting this full med kit as he tries to get back into the situation here. Deadshot with his teammates still rotating around the bottom side of the building.
I love that Nessie placement was great. Is Snapdown still alive though? That's a question. I don't know.
That is a big question. Can we get a little overhead action here so I can see the main map? Yeah, 2 Slick is right there. So nade shot or snipe down. I said nade shot. I heard nade and I'm like, wait a minute. My brain is thinking of all the famous people at one time that could be in it, and it just mixes 2 humans up. That's all it was. I see a nade in hand. Look, see nade in hand?
Think nade shot and set down?
Yes, exactly. It's a nade shot. He's throwing that thing up the hill. He's trying to Kobe it all the way up the top. Was those ducks? Or were those geese?
I didn't see a duck or a goose.
I saw a duck. I'm not lying.
I didn't count it. I think you're seeing
duck.
things. There's no ducks on our screen. I think you're seeing things.
Don't do this to me, baby. Don't. What was that?
Oh my God! It's the greatest thing I've ever witnessed in my life. There's legit crazy things happening in game right now, but instead we have a Nessie that is growing in size, covering 2/3, 1/3 of the screen. That was amazing. Trident got the res, needs to do something big, but Gears, who's a veteran in this tournament series at this point, continues to pop off in these tournaments. Gets the knock right there, is Heavy Chevy. Can they get the final kill? One more player is all that they need, but instead goes to the Ravens and says, you know what, Gears, I trust you to get this kill. Gears does it. What a play from Gears and the crew.
Gears of the crew get a kill, and I'm pretty sure I saw another duck. At this point, John, if I'm not in a white coat by the end of the night, you're going to have to help me out. I'm going to have to go talk to a therapist. Snipe Down is going to get some shots onto him with that Havoc. Charge Rifle back out. First shot rings out from Salumna. Misses. Tries to go to the other side of the rock. Sees Snipe. Gets the first to go. Doesn't get the second. Snipe Down, living with 19 health, finally gets knocked by the Havoc. But this is going to be that whole wall moving in. I mean, they are just, the zone is closing. Snipe is going to be, or I was thinking he was going to get revived. He ain't going to get revived. They're going to get the elimination there. Team 20 goes out. Snipe Down, Mr. Salty, and Too Slick, of course. They're going to be going out in a top 10 situation. Salumna with a double revive and clutching it up for his squad will be able to move forward into that final building, because that's where that next ring is going to enclose upon.
All right. All right, well, that didn't get me because I played the casual series and I knew that was coming. The two pro teams, or pro players at least, competitive players, are out. Snipe Down and People, both out. That just goes to show how much competition there is in the military Apex community. Teams like Salumna, we've seen Mythos and the rest of the team playing so incredibly well. They're not done yet. Gears now find themselves in a 2v2, I think, maybe a 2v1. They get the kill. And yet another squad wipe comes through. The res comes through. This team can't be stopped. Only 6 squads remaining. This has been a lightning fast game. I love it.
Yeah, this pace has been absolutely pivotal to a lot of these teams that love the W key, that are able to push into their opponents and get a lot of damage done. Oh, it's Eagle all by himself. He's going to go down. Team 9 out as well. So that is going to be a top 5 situation. And now we're going to get to see what could come of this swiftness. Boomush? Bamoosh, Vagook. Vagook and Bamoosh. Bamoosh my Vagook.
That was great. Bamoosh is the new Vagook. I don't know why Vagook's not playing this. I wish he was.
Not sure. Hey, look, didn't they get a dub last week? So they might be taking a week off. Plus, I think they said they were going to travel and play in the open. So I'd love to know how they actually finished.
Oh, that's actually sweet. Did you see the Mad Maggie into the John Travolta that just happened?
There are things that I'm not going to admit to seeing or not seeing anymore, because I've already felt like a little bit of a psychopath for the last few hours. So let's see what can happen here as Hokkaido, Gears, and Heavy Chevy, they're pushing into this team. Cryptic's main 207, who we saw earlier had to rotate out, and Flixta, they're going to get pushed inside to the bottom of the building. Ultimate comes out. They're going to continue to use the doors as much as they can for defensive positioning. First kick will come through. They open up the second one. A little peekaboo action. Shot in the back. They're going to be full red. We don't see if Cryptix goes down. It comes through with a punch. Little right hook there. Puts them down in the second round like they were Tyson in the 90s. But Flixta will flick those 2020s in a dream into a final kill and eliminate another squad. Top 3 situation we go, John, as 2 players still down for Flixta. Flixta has to fight off what seems to be an army of people flying at him. He will not be able to do it. And we are in a top 2 situation here as Mythos, Salumna, and Oval Beats will have 3 left to fight for a victory lap here.
They tried. Production tried getting you again, the back-to-back. They thought they got you, but they couldn't do it. 3v3 to close this one out. Metalhead makes it to late game. What a knock! Cross map by Milky. Gets the knock. The res is going to come through quick, but how quick is it? Thank God for Watson. We'll keep them alive, and yeah, no way they're going to close that gap fast enough. That knock is going to be for nil with the Kraber. Kraber in the hands of Milky, though. I love that we're checking out his POV.
All right, now that we got the Kraber out, John, when we see that Kraber come back into his hands, I'm going to have to hit you with my favorite thing to do when I'm playing and I've got a Kraber or somebody on my team has a Kraber. But we're not going to see it anymore, I don't think, because Milky's going to push into here. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, that Kraber's got in his hands. He's got one of them big boy guns, a little bit of an elephant rifle here. He's going to be looking across building to building, trying to find him a little bit of a peek and sneak. Going to get that shot off. Won't be able to get it, man. He was quick as a hiccup right there. He's got to be a little bit quicker on the trigger. Try to get somebody down with this thing. Only 6 shots left, but if he gets one, he's going to put his team in a better position than maybe anybody else on planet Earth. He's going to get tagged up some more. And, John, that Kraber, it's not serving him the best of ability right now. Maybe you want to hand that thing off to a teammate who might be feeling a little bit hotter than a tea kettle right now.
Wow. Colin's default. Oh, 150 on the Sparrow. Colin's default is a Southern drawl. Can you go back to back? No. But that was next level. I've never heard that thick of a Southern accent come through from Colin, but that's what happens when someone has a Kraber in their hand and he gets excited as a caster. No one's champion yet, production. Stop trolling us and the stream. Ladies and gents, this is a 3v3 game of arenas. Speaking of arenas, arenas are back in Apex. If you love the arenas game mode, you can play 3v3 now this season, which is awesome. Here comes the push. Low ground instead of high ground, given the insane damage that's been done. But they're actually going to go all in. Here comes the push after hitting the first shot. Milky gets taken out. Cadester down to nothing. This was the most ill-advised push of all time.
Have you ever jumped into a bag or a hornet's nest, a bag of rats or a hornet's nest, John? Because if you ain't jumped into one of them things, that's basically what you just witnessed. They just saw the hornet's nest, put both hands in front of them, and did their best Michael Phelps impression, just right into the deep end of that match.
Well played right there from Mythos, Alumna, and Oval Beats as Slacks is laughing. I'm just used to it because I cast them all the time, and it's just I've gotten hardened. But what a game one.
Has anyone ever said yes to such a question? Have you ever jumped into a hornet's nest? Actually, funny story. Colin, guys, great casting as always. So fun to have you. Colin, you kept mentioning ducks or something. I don't know. What ducks were you seeing?
Hey, shucky, quack, baby, all right? Apex always gets me a little nutty buddy, and I'm just going to have to make sure I keep everything level and square inside of these 2 temples.
Yeah, there were no ducks, so thank you so much, Colin. Please take your medication before you come back on and joining us next week. Thank you, guys. Chat was absolutely trying to greet you guys so much during that. Do appreciate it, but man, that was hype, dude. What a treat that We the People sniped that at the beginning of the game and then being able to watch that through and through. But you said it, man. Fallout, these guys are cracked. These vets are not joking around. They're just
Are you getting teabagged? Hold on, though. Are you getting teabagged by Revenant?
Actually, genuinely teabagged right now during a professional broadcast.
That's how pink eye spreads. Wow.
Genuinely teabagged.
How do you know that's how pink eye spreads? Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This is the most wild stream of all time. I love these memes. This is awesome. The fact that we've leveled up the stream. Look at this. This is amazing. These Apex memes have been great.
How do these people still have points? Stop redeeming points every week. Where do you get them from? All right, sorry. Guys, as we continue the stream here. So, thoughts? Colin, focus, dude. It's very important. The Apex community is coming out in droves for our esports segment. A lot of familiar names, though. Jesus Christ. Take over, Colin. Just host. I can't do it anymore. Hello,
there's a lot of big names coming back week after week, and we have seen them continue to put not only the stream, but each and every one of these games on their back like they were going to the first day of school. And I ain't talking Jan Sport. John, I think what we got to see out of a guy like Gears, once again, week in and week out, has been absolutely impressive to show up every time they get a chance to drop out of the jump ship and put his team in a position to not only compete, but possibly win games. It has been a fantastic thing. John, who would you say is probably the best suited to keep going forward?
Colin, you're doing a great job hosting. I don't know how you have a straight face with him getting continuously teabagged by Revenant and then an eagle and fireworks and an American flag. I don't even know what you said. I don't even know
what an amazing answer from John Kevalugas. We're going to continue on with the questions, though. Sir Action Slacks, my man, you've been able to get this in the first row, and I ain't talking like we're at a Gilbert Godfrey. You getting a watermelon now splashing in your face. We're going to ask you a big-time question. If you said to me the other day, and I'm going to let the DMs out there, you said, Colin, I'm getting ready to hop on Apex. Who's the most toxic character I can play? Did you get a chance to play, and who did you pick?
So I did play my first game of Apex here today. In preparation for the stream, apparently you gotta get the heroes. You gotta buy them. All right, we don't do that. We don't do that where I'm from. But At the same time, thank God it's this one that doesn't at least make noise. I can get teabagged, but I can at least talk. So thank you, chat.
Wait, in Dota, you have all the heroes unlocked in Dota off the rip?
Off the rip, dude. We ain't no League of Legends scumbags, okay? Off the rip, you get them all.
Hey,
So,
hey, wait a minute,
yeah.
wait a minute. If you're Xbox Game Pass member, don't you get all of the League heroes now? That's a shout out to John, by the way. That's
And Valorant characters.
Wow.
It's a great deal.
Wow. Dang,
It's a great deal.
Riot, they are upping those scams. Good for them, man. Good for them. I have a deep-seated hatred of League. I apologize for my history, but I won't speak of it here. All gamers are equal here. No, but I was very excited to try Caustic. He looks extremely toxic. Looks horrible. A lot of people have told me
So annoying.
that I do forget his name, but the Australian guy with the big
Fusey,
boy guns.
baby.
Fuse. They said Fuse is by far the most toxic, evil one of all, just because the annoying level. So I did put out some feelers. Really want to go for those. So I'm going to play Apex until I can unlock Fuse, and then I will play Fuse and give it a try. For sure.
Yes, I love everything about that. Fuse is obnoxious. You have to be like somewhat decent at the game, and you have to throw a lot of grenades.
So wait, so what we're saying is we've got to get Slacks, you and me into 1 week, and we'll have Enigma and we'll have the Warzone guys do Apex. All right, 1 week, and we'll play in the Apex. The next week we'll do Warzone, and they've got to play in the Warzone.
Boom, boom, boom. I like it. Oh, and chat, thank you. Grayson said they would give me coins if
What
they
a
could.
hero, Grayson.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Keep those coins though. I
What a
will do it
hero,
myself.
Grayson.
It's a learning curve. Okay, you gotta get good. All right. You don't deserve to play those heroes until you've gotten good. Apparently, not me. But for those first 4 heroes, what is the best one to start if you're a new Apex player? Let's say that you're watching this stream. Like, I don't play Apex, but I'm down to try to clown next week. I'm a vet. I'm active duty. You only get 4 at the beginning. Or maybe
You get more
6,
than
I don't
4.
know.
You get like 5 or
You
6.
get 8.
6.
You get 8. You get season 1. You get
Yeah.
Wraith, Gibraltar. Oh my gosh.
Pathfinder, Bangalore.
Yes.
Yeah, Bangalore. I think it's
Yes.
8. The original 8.
That was 4.
Yeah.
That just means we didn't play the other
That's 8.
4. That's the problem.
Anyways, the answer to your question
Lifeline,
is
that's 5.
Yeah.
if you it depends what you like. If you like Soldier from Overwatch, like just the regular Soldier character, that's Bangalore. You throw smokes, get
Of
loose,
course.
shoot your gun.
Yep.
If you like mobility and swing around like Tarzan, play Pathfinder. Wraith is a little bit complicated for new players. Avoid that one. If you're a noob and a complete noob, play Gibraltar. Throw yourself a shield. Have protection.
Boom, boom.
Or if you're just a
Absolutely.
big support head like me, because you're like, here's my bubble, my friends are coming to, I'm coming to help, AB, I want to save you. I'm just a slower but sturdier gentleman.
That's true.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you for the advice, gentlemen. We'll try to grind out that Apex. Now, if you're good though, what should you be building up towards? Let's say that I have surprise. I'm through the newbie stage. What do you guys think is the highest level skill hero? You said Wraith was pretty good, right? Or is there one that's better?
Wraith is
Who's
a fun,
the
like all the
Fox
playmakers.
McCloud? Yes.
Yeah, back in the day when Wraith was like hard meta, you know how like in the game of soccer or football, as some people like to call it, they give number 10 to their best player. You gave Wraith, like your best player played Wraith, like was the playmaker, etc. But Wraith is no longer kind of in meta anymore. I'd say like you want to work your way nowadays to Ashe, Alter, if you like to be playmaking capability. That's where my head's at. Lifeline was one that we forgot. Lifeline's a good one. I like that call out. I think it was Grayson that said that.
Yeah, I'd say Alter as well, because Alter gives you a lot of like breach ability. The fact that they can get into any building at any given moment, and you can also drop the easiest return out of any fight that you want. Alter gives you a lot of ability to get in and out of fights quickly. They seem to be a lot of the tip of the spear if you're not playing an Ashe. And Ashe gives you a quick snare, and you got a lot of guys who are 1v1 gods. When they go warm up, you'll see them snare a dude and be like, since I know you can only go this far away from my initial point, you are now my plaything, and I will have fun with you until you are down.
Okay, fantastic. I liked that whole sentence. That was great. I'm gonna listen to that later tonight. Fantastic. So, one question I did have. One of the times, thank you, American Eagle. One of the times that we did drop, we dropped into some sort of arena, and everyone was just, my teammates were screaming, punch him, and everyone was running around, dive kicking each other and punching each other in some sort of arena. What the hell was that? Why was I
Was it
there?
like a boxing
And
ring?
Is that normal? Yes, it
Yeah,
was a
did you hear
boxing
bing,
ring.
bing, bing?
Yeah, people on my team were screaming, punch, idiot, punch! And I didn't know what the button was, So I just ran in circles until they killed them, and then I kept running. What is that? Why does that exist? What is the point of that in Apex?
It's a good question. To be honest, I can't answer that question. I think just to meme, they created a Pathfinder arena, and it's like a special. A lot of characters have these like locations and different levels and different maps. They created that just to kind of make like a fun little thing where you can like get in a boxing fight. I got sent, actually, it's right here next to me. I got sent Pathfinder like boxing gloves and this
really?
this like boxing robe. That's back when Respawn liked me. It was great.
Oh, okay. Gracious,
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
There's probably
that was for
an in
Pathfinder's
reason,
event.
which is they put those giant care package orbs in there that have pretty good loot.
Yeah.
And a lot of people will drop that area just to loot up and then wait for the idiots to come out of the boxing ring, kill them, and then take the gear.
Now that sounds like my kind of playstyle. I do like that. All right, rat for life, baby. Okay, I'm a Bush boy, 100% back when those existed. Not really in Apex, but 100%. Any fair fight is not a fight we want to be a part of here. I don't know about you guys though. Fallout, you look like you're about to genuinely vomit when I said that. Holy, I've never gotten a reaction out of you like that before. That was fantastic. Guys, what is the most disgusting playstyle that has ever existed in Apex history?
You actually said it
The
earlier.
worst?
Not even a question. Caustic mains who would literally just be annoying and would troll and would camp with barrels, and you couldn't do anything against it because you'd be slowed and your vision would be obscured. That was so obnoxious, in my opinion. I don't know if there's anything that beats that.
It's like you had caustic lifeline teams that would find end rings and then sit in the only building in the ring and then drop caustic barrels behind the doors before you really could blow doors off the way that you can nowadays, and then just hang out and be like, I dare you. I double dog dare you.
That sounds great, guys. Why did they change it? Oh no, that sounds fantastic. Great stuff. Colin?
Because of
we've
people like
discussed-
you. That's why they changed it.
Okay, well, what can you do? What can you do? Colin, me and Fallout have been discussing all day Gears of War coming back out. I know we got to bring this up now. All right, it's fill time. You pumped? You pumped about the remaster? All right, we talking about this?
Slacks. I don't
here
know
we
if
go.
Fallout warned you.
Here we go.
There are probably very few humans that are more excited than me for anything Gears related. I was literally one of, I don't know how many did it. I pre-ordered the books for the series. I've read all of them. I've got the paperbacks. I've got hardback versions of them. I've got the audios of them. I've got just about every piece of merch Gears you can imagine. At one point, my backdrop for Gears esports events was 4 of the plastic Lancers on a gun rack I built specifically to fix and finish Lancers, to hold them behind me. The fact that we have a remaster of one of the greatest games to have ever dropped in general. It gave you 4 of the best characters to follow in a storyline, as well as one of the greatest world building experiences. We're now going to get 120 frames. We're now going to get no cutscenes for the campaign. We're now going to be opening it up to more PC players, because a lot of people got to play it on Steam, but it was kind of fractured where you still played Xbox versus Xbox, computer versus computer. Now we're opening it up to the other side of the console war with PlayStation. Gears of War Reloaded is and will be one of the greatest things to have ever happened to a new generation of players, and again to an older generation of players who gets to sit and witness the greatness.
Oh, baby.
The absolute pure ability to manhandle your opponent like no other game. No other game gives you a sincere feeling, a guttural desire to get into the face of your opponent and prove your dominance. You can't just be anybody and be good at Gears. You live a life of alpha and be good at Gears. You make your opponents worse than you, beneath you, foot on throat by you. You do not let them breathe without your permission.
Slacks, did you have any idea how loaded of a question you
that's
just asked?
fantastic. This is what I was after. Hell yeah, we're doing it for variety,
Slacks,
baby.
I love
When it
you. I
comes
could
out.
go on for literal days about this.
Colin is a stand.
Yeah, some chat says, I challenge you to a Gears match Fallout. Holy shit. You
Hokkaido.
just messed up, dude. Ain't no way.
Challenge accepted. See you 1v1 mid boxes on War Machine, brother. Gears Reloaded. You can even play on your PlayStation controller. You can use your Dual Shock. I don't care. I'm gonna slap that with an Xbox 360 controller.
You're talking to somebody who played in national tournaments finishing with some of the greatest names that have ever existed in the series of Gears, that have ever finished top placing. He got to be a part of one of the meatiest teams in Envious history. That's the way I'm going to describe them. They were hype. They were strong. They were talented. But beyond everything else, they were meaty. They were big, meaty men slapping meat in Gears. That's what it was.
We were meaty. I remember while we were off in Gears.
No way. No way. You remember this guy?
He actually he played. And you know you're gonna lose. Don't think.
Damn.
He played. He played back in the day.
God damn. All right, well, I'm getting information that our lobby is starting up in 1 minute, guys. Thank you for reminiscing on one of the most biggest flashbacks I've ever heard about. Calling it. You just put the righteous light of the Lord in me, man. I cannot wait to buckle down and play some Gears. Thank you, sir. Thank you. But we're going to play some Apex here today. Fallout's used to... Whoa. No, Fallout has never been a nervous point. I never said that. Dude, are you kidding me? I drank bathwater in front of this guy and he laughed it off. This guy's seen the most effed up stuff ever. Fallout is impregnatable. He cannot be moved. All right? This guy.
Wait. Pause. He's what?
Yeah.
You mean impregnable,
I challenge anyone in this community to impregnate Fallout.
Impregnable.
You can't impregnate me.
Nobody can impregnate Fallout. Try it.
All right, fair point, dog. Fair point.
I challenge this community to get together and try to impregnate.
A nice toasty
All right,
campfire.
we can't talk about this, guys. Thank you so much. We're going to get that lobby going. Thank you for the cheesing to try to make this Phil segment stop as we get together here. Now, gentlemen, Apex, what could it learn from our friends over at Gears of War? What could Apex change to be the ultimate shooting game ever? Should it be more nasty executions, more blood, more violence? Yeah. What are we looking at here? What would bring on that top of the tier?
Here's two things that Apex borrowed from Gears of War. Okay, one, the executions, but they ain't nearly as cool. They're a little cheesy, a little corny. We want some nasty executions. Two, did you know that the Peacekeeper was designed after the Nasher, the greatest shotgun in video game history?
Okay.
It feels like it.
Pretty sick.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Pretty
Those
sick.
are fun facts. What else you got, Colin?
So I think it borrows a lot more because I think it decided to lean way more into the team aspect of things. Everybody that has ever played Gears at the highest level knows that you only go as far as your weakest link. You will only go as your team goes. If everybody goes together, they're going to go further. Apex has done a lot of the same thing, and these teams are dropping in off the jump ship. They're going to find themselves as far into this match as they can because they'd like to find themselves in the winner's circle with hopefully not a troll champion banner across the screen giving me absolute flashbacks right now.
I thought first off, there's two Ashes on this team. I'm confused. Second,
I've been confused before. I'll do it again.
Wasn't Shoya on a different team? Wasn't Snipe not playing with Mr. Salty? So this must be a UI bug.
Yeah,
gotta
be
a UI bug.
UI bug.
Okay, back to Storm Point we go. Dropping the mill. I like the drop. People's, I think, is across the map. Oh, team of two. Team of two? No
hey,
salt.
look, if anybody can do it, my man, it's Snipe down.
It's Snipe.
I got bad news for the rest of the lobby. Just because there's only him and Two Slick, don't really mean a hill of beans, but we got a couple of spiders getting into a fight back here. They're going to be looting up. They're going to be using those spiders off, drop, off, rip to try to get a couple of attachments for their gun and a gold 301 mag. I mean, could you ask for anything better?
Yeah, some great spider loot right there.
Hey, man.
He RNG'd well.
You got to get it how you can, baby.
He rolled well. I'm trying to think of the WoW reference back in my WoW days. He rolled well. Zoa, Doink Doink, one of the greatest gamer tags of this lobby. And Shoya. Colin, do you like your ramen, your Japanese ramen, Shoya or Shuyu?
Shuyu.
Actually?
Legitimately?
Uh-huh.
Figuratively speaking.
What about metaphorically?
No, I don't think I'm going to change yet. Especially metaphorically, because now I don't have to use like or as. So I'm not going to make it into a simile.
That's a good choice.
Is that what you're eating right now? Is that why this question has come up?
No, it's not. Someone's name is Shoya.
I was going to say, if you wanted another cool little, not Easter egg, but cool little, fun fact, Hokkaido is the northernmost island of Japan, and it's usually the most cold, but it also has the most natural hot springs.
Did you ask Copilot that? How do you know that off the top of your head?
I took Japanese in high school. I really wanted to learn how to speak the language, and then I found out that since they don't have L's, my name sounds funny to say if you don't.
They don't have L's. Don't
Japan.
exist in the Japanese language.
They're replaced by R's, so my name sounds a lot
Karen.
different. Yeah, basically. And then my last name with Clark, it's Kuraku. It's 3 katakana.
Whoa! You have a very complicated name in Japanese.
Yeah, it's a little awkward to say and to spell, but you know what? Nonetheless, I had a great time learning about it, and Hokkaido would always be the island I would want to go to because I like snow. Just a big fan of it. And Hokkaido has the bow check, so they're going to try their best to get a couple of early damaging shots here. Not going to be able to find any of those to go. Gears. So we've got Heavy Chevy playing Sparrow and a Hokkaido with the bow check. So this is going to be a pretty nasty 3-person team, I think, going forward here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that squad. Meanwhile, Trident, Nexify. We haven't seen a lot of Nexify on stream yet. Playing alongside Sigurd. They did play in the casual series. 2Slick gets a knock on Durango. So Snipe Down and 2Sick, as a team of 2, are making things happen right now.
Yeah,
and they have
2 down.
knocked. Snipe Down
Sleep
gets
King
goose.
is last alive. They're going to just fly at him. Look at Snipe Down just going as hard as they can and as fast as they can across. They're just going to follow him and said, hey, look, Pathfinder, you want to leave us an escape? We'll find it. Don't you worry, baby. Looking for a chance to get through the rock. Snipe Down just using the altar to the best of their ability to try to get into this position. Another one coming through, pushing up to the top side of the rock, looking down from the top of the beast. Sleep King is yet to be able to get any shield cells off. First one goes through, and they've got eyes on him, so they do have a look. Snipe Down will see the Trident. Shots ring out from the Nemi. Trying to get him all the way down. Has him into just his white health, but will not be able to get the knock from here. Just getting 3 damage a shot. Puts him all the way to probably, I think, 18 to 24 health, but will not be able to get that finishing blow. Meanwhile, Durango, I think they're still crawling across the side of the map. They're going to be able to get some KP out of it at least.
A 2v3. All right, 2Slick and Snipe Down as a team of 2, beating a top team and a solid team in the lobby. Benny Wizard Pants, also a team of 2. A lot of team of 2s and teams of 2 in this lobby. Not sure what happened.
I don't know
But
how
nonetheless-
Wizards wear pants. I thought they wore robes.
Some, always. You think they're always wearing robes? Sometimes they gotta wear pants. How do you think they sleep? Not in pants or robes.
I was going to say with their eyes closed, usually, probably, if you
That's
ask me how they
also-
sleep.
How they sleep, yeah. It's true. Well, the Wizard gets taken out. Solo QU, where is you? And Sigurd, now back on report of Sigurd, as they find themselves in a fight. High ground, low ground here. Gears actually nearby.
Ooh, Gears bottom side. He's going to get tagged up a little bit. One more shot from the 30-30. And this gun, since the update, I'm kind of waiting for it to be a little bit more meta heavy because the 30-30 looks like it can output a decent amount of damage if you've got some good aiming on your side. First nade goes out, blows the doors back open. Nexify will be roaming around as that Valkyrie. Won't be able to get anything, but gets tagged up from the Sparrow, and now they know where they are. And this is one of those situations where the new legend has given them a ton of intel to work with, so they might have a chance to come back into this one based on what intel they were able to have in there. Nexify is going to be tagged up. Sigurd is going to be tagged up as well, but we're moving across the map here to Mythos, Oval Beats, and Salumna.
First off, it's Mythos, like the Greek beer. Please get it right.
You expect me to get an alcoholic beverage right, brother? You know how that
That's
goes.
true. Yeah, Colin doesn't drink. That's good. Colin has 1 drink a year, and it's our tradition. It's at Big Buck Hunter World Championship. But yes, there is a Big Buck Hunter World Championship. Colin and I cast it together. It's a great time.
Quite possibly the greatest time.
It really is. If you can imagine how much fun that event is. The type of people that play Big Buck Hunter at a professional level. Very fun human beings. Shoya gets killed, picked up on Gears. Gears gets knocked out. Team 13 eliminated from the lobby, so Trident and Co. do get taken out. Someone just got Mozambiqued. And reverse ratted indeed. On board now, Snipe Down and 2Slick. Still rocking and rolling as a team of 2.
I was going to say, do they actually have a chance here to kind of jump on a second team? But they're going to move out here. I think they're right there with another team as the zone closes in, and that Mozambique also closes in on my screen. But Snipe Down is going to get the call out that we're going to go the outside of this barrier and continue to rotate the edge of the map. Maybe try to find another team to just get into a little bit of a battle too, where we might have a chance to get the drop on them.
Yeah, and that's Rusty, Barely Asian. That's a top team. I mean, really a solid team in this lobby. They gotta be really careful. Question is there 2 of them or 3 of them? I think there's only 2 as well. So that's a safe 2v2. Another 2's nearby. It's almost like a duos lobby. And Wisco is a solo. His Aqua is up just north. So this is a safe 2v2 if they're aware of it and if they can take it.
Aqua and Rusty, they're going to be moving up to the top side of the hill, maybe away from that sight line that Snipe will have on him. Snipe actually moves in behind him, and I'm not sure if they have the intel that they have pushed up this hill, so I think they're going into Cedo and not up the hill behind their opponents. But we have a fight breaking out here. We the People gets that down as well as the cleanup. They're going to go for a little bit of looting, picks up 2 batteries. They're going to get tagged up, not fully shielded, so they're going to be able to get inside of the building and be able to get their shield bat off. But Righty is going to be tidy here in a second if he doesn't find himself into some covering shots. Bo check Bo ringing out across the canyon, and that's going to put them in a big disadvantage because Big Igloo finds himself melted at the top side of the building, and it'll be up to Righty and We the People to hold off the push from Heavy Chevy. Gears, Hokkaido, People, top side, trying to get the down onto Chevy, gets him shielded. Won't be able to get the full damage on. That's going to be Gears below him. Big shots ring out, 2 shielded now, but 2 down. Can People escape here with his life and by the hair on his chinny chin? He needs to get the bat off as he continues to slide down the hill. Not going down, trying to keep himself alive, trying to keep his team in this situation.
Wow. Wow, oh wow. America is all. Does People die? We'll never know. He did. Hokkaido in the chat challenges me to a 1v1 in Gears like a lunatic, and then pushes We the People, former pro by the way, in Gears of War, that's me, and then pushes We the People in Apex, a former pro in Apex, by the way. This guy Hokkaido has the biggest cojones of anyone in the history of anything. Impressive stuff coming through.
Team 18 getting eliminated there as Metalhead last alive goes down to the dual 2020s. We do have a team rotating into the backside, but this is going to be Rusty's. And no, we're going to go with 2 Slick here. Actually, is this a duo helping a duo almost? Because now we have a team of 3 stuck between the 2 teams of 2 with Pure Aqua and Rusty's coming in through the gate. Snipe down and 2 Slick on the backside looking for some damaging shots, and Snipe down with an Emmy. Finds the shots ringing out across the map, getting the first knock. Looking for the second to clean up, but 2 Slick is going to get tagged by that charge rifle. And now Rusty's and Aqua, they got to be concerned because I believe they're going to get pushed from behind as well. So they double eliminate the team in the middle. They're going to get that pressure point. And now as the zone closes in, Walking Loot Chest, maybe the most goated name I've ever seen because it describes me in acquiescence on this map, is going to get pushed by Pure Aqua as he tries to find the slide and dive behind the rock. Massive shots going out. The knockdown shield comes up, and they do get the clean, and he's going to be able to loot up just a little bit. But with the autoloader, he's going to have the extra speed to get into the next zone, John.
A team of 2 is chasing and bullying a team of 3 right now, just like Snipedown's been doing all lobby long. That's why you love Apex, by the way. Walking Loot Chest gets the syringe off, but is now just in a world of hurt. Not sure how many heals they have left. We'll find out. Oval Beats takes out one of the top right of the screen, continues where they left off last game after a dominant game number 1. Now Snipedown finds themselves in a fight.
Snipe down with another knock, another clean up here. Team 12 getting eliminated. Slick and Snipe, they have 1 player left over to the left-hand side, just creeping around, trying their best to stay alive in this situation. But they've been called out. Thankfully, oh no, not thankfully, Chalongo playing the Mirage has to just try to stay alive. Will throw out his first decoy. He's going to get tagged up. He's going to turn the corner with a 301 out. Won't be able to get but so much damage to go. He's going to get knocked, and Snipedown knows that there might be a teammate ratting around here, but doesn't get any sound cues, doesn't get anything to worry about, but knows that Aqua's the top of the nut now. Shots ring out, and Snipedown with the Sentinel gets taken out by Pure Aqua. Still sitting inside of the zone, taking damage every single moment, looking for 2 Slick. There it is, the Ash attack, and this will be Pure Aqua with the Newcastle ult, and they're going to be able to settle their tea kettle and stay in this situation.
Wow, what a sequence right here. 2 Slick left. He's gonna shut down, puts down Pure Aqua, left in a 1v1, but no how. No way, 2 Slick almost does it. Gets him down to 20 HP, maybe 40. Rusty, though, clutches up. And Team Snipedown versus Team Pure Aqua to 2v2. Thanks to the Sentinel, Pure Aqua wins it.
I was going to say, using the top side of the nut with the Sentinel was an ability that Pure Aqua maybe caught Snipe down slipping on that one, because he had the first shot to be able to try to get the damaging, and then was just kind of using the head glitch to try to peek and get a big time damaging shot. Once you get the opening salvo, anybody's got a chance if you got a little bit of a damage advantage, but this is going to be Shoya going down in that situation. The Swiftness, who had the R9, and Fallout, I gotta ask you, by the way, did you like, I wish I could remember, I had the stat in my head, but didn't somebody specifically not use the 2020s at the last Apex LAN, and they specifically used the 9-9 for the majority of their kills? I'm gonna have to look it up now.
And whoever did that, I respect it, because they were so incredibly OP in that LAN. They're still pretty powerful after the nerf. Here comes a big fight. Swiftness, good damage, gets shut down though.
There it is. Bamoosh taking out It's Hokkaido. So the man who did everything they could to pick a fight with you, pick a fight with We the People, picked a fight with the wrong cat, being too damaged up in this back alley, and he finds himself clawed down into the ground and will find himself waiting for the next lobby as Rusty's and Aqua in a two-person situation are damn near closing in on a championship banner, as it is a top 3 situation.
I can't believe it. A team of 2 making it this far. By the way, if it wasn't, they are champions in my heart. If it wasn't them, it would have been Team Snipe Down. That'd be in this situation. So again, 2 teams of 2, both playing incredibly well in this lobby. The question is, can they finish against the top team in Oval Beats, Solemna, and Mythos, your winners from game number 1, who have been so strong? Can they remain consistent? Can they go back to back?
Here we go with Oval Beats, rotating to the left-hand side, sees the charge rifle shot ring out, and he's going to get tagged up from the top as well. Is going to use that alter tag to try to get inside of the building, drop the door in front of him, get the full bat off to try to get themselves back to full shields, and then we'll go for the white health. And everybody is tagged a little bit. Mythos, Salumna, Oval Beats, all of them hurt, all of them in a position to come away with a certain down or a certain knock, but Bamoosh is looking for him. They're trying to find out where exactly they went.
Yeah, they just said, whoop, see you later. 2 squads over here. The 2 teams 3. If I'm the team of 2, you of course need a third part of this fight. It's your only chance to win it. And this is the best situation. It's going to happen. A knock, a 1-for-1. Bamoosh gets the one and neutralizes the bow check close range, but all of a sudden, that altar disappears.
There we go. Charge rifle. Rusty's gets missed. Salumna looking for some more damage, and they had a great showing last game. Mythos is going to get revived here, so going to have a chance to get all 3 back into the action. Swiftness, Bamoosh, and Certified Turtle holding down the top middle of this zone, certifiably turtling up the defensive position to the high ground, looking out toward Aqua and Rusty's. Aqua and Rusty's, though, they hold what I think would be the better position, because everybody's going to have to push into them. They're playing the opposite side of this circle. And Salumna and Mythos and Oval Beats will have a chance to push in there after or behind their opponents, who are Swiftness. But oh my goodness gracious, Rusty with a charge finds the down. And now we're going to see maybe a little charge out here from some of their opponents as the zone closes in.
And they're going to have to leave Salumna. What a clutch charge rifle shot from Rusty. Gets the kill. A headshot charge rifle cross map. Gives them a guaranteed top 2 against the winning team from last game. They're not done yet. Wingman out for Pure Aqua. Pure Aqua and Rusty to 2v3.
Oh, that's going to be down. Rusty's has got to be the last alive for his team now. He's got to try to make a miracle happen in this team-on-team situation, playing the ballistic. Has his ult out, has one person tagged up with his tactical, but it will not be enough, and it will never be enough, because Apex Legends is a game of numbers at the end of the day, and more likely than not, if you're going to play your percentages, 3 is greater than 1 in every scenario when it comes to the Legends of Apex.
Swiftness, Bamoosh, and Certified Turtle, aka Dash, question mark, take the dub in game number 2. Well played there, for sure, Slacks.
Absolutely. Yes, indeedy, my friends. We are seeing the competition heating up here as we are getting more and closer. Thank you for the cheese. And approaching our final game of the night. Fallout, you still have so much energy here today. You've been here all day with me. How is that possible? What is a normal? Let's go ahead and go into ID Me, and we'll see some of that energy here today. Thanks to ID Me for being one of our partners here for the highlights.
Endless energy for Apex Legends in this community, for our military men and women. Not even a question. It's love this game, love this community. Appreciate the opportunity. This is really special. There's gameplay like this, Snipe Down not missing with that Nemesis long range, Colin.
Yeah, Snipe Down was an absolute menace on the map until they ran into Aqua and Rusty's, and Aqua playing the top side of the nut was able to get those first shots in with the Sentinel. And I thought right there we might have had a little 2v1 situation come through, and that would have really changed the face of the game because, as we both know, Rusty's was last alive. If he'd have gone down there, we'd have had another team in the possible final ring trying to get the comeback. But Swiftness, I mean, just pure shots ringing out, just the hip fire left, right, and center. Bamoosh coming in to clean up there. I'm impressed with the way that teams have played their numbers all night long and were able to find themselves in the better situation simply by rotating around a building to find a teammate, to find a helping hand. We all can't get there alone, and sometimes you just got to reach out and hope somebody grabs that old mitt of yours and they're going to pull you along, baby.
That's what this show's all about. There you go, my man. Hey, feeding into our sponsors and everything. Fantastic work, Collie. You are just a natural host in all ways. As the Nessies come out in the chat, thank you, my favorite BTTV emote. We finally got Gimpy Joe. Shout out for the Nessie dance, my friend. And yes, we will be going in this final one pretty soon. Although it's looking like the dominant... God damn it. I hate... This is the worst one. But yes, as we got going into the final one here pretty soon, and we will see who's going to be taking it. Gentlemen, predictions, will we see the same winners from one of our earlier games? Or will this one be a little different? We've seen a lot of different competition today.
Go ahead, Colin. You go first.
I really like that we've seen a couple of the same teams kind of rise to the top like cream throughout the night. Of course, we always got to keep our eyes on We the People, on Snipe Down's team. We're going to be able to see them progress through the games. They're always going to be that X factor that might be able to come through and take a team out that might change the entire genetic makeup of the team. But up to this point, I think I've been extraordinarily impressed with Gears & Co. because Gears has found himself in a lot of sticky situations. They engage in a fight, get third party usually. I think if they slow down, they maybe win one or two fights, gun skill is feeling good, and then maybe early rotate, maybe pick a fight rather than find themselves in one. I think they got a chance at getting a Game 3 win here, but for me, that's the team to keep an eye on. I think they've got the tools necessary in the belt. They just haven't made a call to Al yet.
Yeah, I gotta give love as you're getting Mad Maggied by me.
Thank you.
I gotta give a call out to the USAE squad. I saw Juka in the chat. Juka used to team with them. Barely Asian, Aqua, Rusty. Solid team, a lot of experience. You saw them do great things as a team of two right there, make it to top 3. I think we'll see them win game number 3. I think it's going to be for sure, / answer your question, a different team wins game 3. There's just so many skillful teams. Plus, you got We the People and Snipe Down's team. I think it's going to be a fun game 3.
Absolutely, and we're sleeping on Zoa and Doink Doink. We've talked about Doink Doink a lot here, all right? Nobody's sleeping. We're ready to wake up.
Don't sleep on Doink Doink.
All right? Doink,
my
wake
MVP
us
from the
up,
last
please.
series. Can't sleep on Doink Doink.
I don't.
Or Shuya.
Absolutely.
Or Shoya. Shoya played well.
So do you know what the difference is in those types, by the way? Since you asked me how I prefer my ramen, do you know the difference?
No, what is the difference between Shuya and Shoya?
Fantastic.
One of them is flavored more with salt, and it's much more of a clear broth. The other one is flavored mainly specifically with soy sauce, and that's the Shoya. That's the A ending.
So the A ending is more soy sauce. The Shuyu is more salt.
Yeah, you're more looking at just basically the way the broth is concocted for your ramen.
Gentlemen, let me show ya.
The one with soy, I believe.
Please stop talking about ramen. Let me show you one of our fantastic partners here today that is coming up. And don't forget, all of our winners here today will be going to a free vacation drawing by Westgate Resort. Westgate Resort offer honor service members, veterans, and Gold Star families with military weekend at Westgate Town Center Resort in Orlando, Florida, offering 1,000 free vacations as a thank you to our military members. This exclusive event features pool relaxation, family games, and fun at Shipwreck Water Island Park, and a live concert. Special guests in the past have been Gary Sines, Mr. Lieutenant Dan and his band, Lee Greenwood, Chris Weaver, and others. We will be giving away one of these to one of the winners here today, which will be crowned after this game. So, one of the winners will get that. You guys in chat, though, you can still go to westgateresorts.com, pick one of the areas on their calendar that's green. If you select that during the course of the next as the show is happening for the next hour, you will get 80% off. And if you're a military member, they will give you a $100 gift card for a $99 vacation. They will pay you $1 to take a vacation for the next hour if you are a military member. So check them out. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Back to the rock.
Back to the ramen. No,
Okay,
vacations for the military men and women community way more important than ramen. But no, ramen is important.
Oh.
What's more important is Shoya playing very, very well last game. I saw some good things from Shoya on Ash.
Oh, and Shoya says the name used to be Yummy Show Sauce. I do like that. Thank you very much.
Yummy show sauce.
And David found cheese. Great. Every week, I demand that these things get increased at least by double, or the entire stream is just people throwing cheese. But this is what it has devolved into, as long as the chat is happy.
Hey, look,
So,
you better be
fantastic.
happy you're getting cheesed and not bagooked, okay?
Okay, I don't want to get bagooked. All right, that's a very expensive reward. Please do not have the bagucking upon being able to be grabbed here today.
What about
1 minute
bamushing?
until
Are we
the
allowed to
lobby.
bamush people?
Yeah, I'm gonna bamush the heck out of you, Slacks, next time I
know
see
what?
you.
We should do that. Winners should be added in. Some kind of horrific new viewer reward. We could have doink doinks in there. We could have all that.
Doink,
That sounds.
doink, doink.
You get doinked. Absolutely. For you guys in the audience, our community, we will add you to the viewer rewards. Don't worry. That could be your true legacy for winning here today. I will get doinked. Anything to replace goddamn Borba.
Looks
my
like
most
you're getting
hated
something
of them
right
all.
now.
You're
I genuinely hate
you're getting
Borba.
bagooked right now for sure.
You are getting
That's like a
bagooked.
gug. I should open up my mouth for that one. That's the first. All right, anyway. Let's go
man.
into our next game in 30 more seconds, my friends. Predictions?
Slacks, real quick, Slacks, question for you.
What?
A lot of
What do you
people have been
want?
coming in the chat, especially people that are here watching from We the People stream and asking, how could I play in this? Can you answer that question
What
for
a
those that are
great
watching?
question. What a great question. Guys, we do the show every single Thursday. We change games, but what always happens is every single 2 weeks we play Apex Legends. So if you weren't watching, if you weren't able to participate today, don't worry. Next week we're gonna do some other garbage game. But week after that, we're back home in Apex, baby. So you can sign up even if you're not a vet. If you guys know a vet that plays, Apex is free. Tell them to go on Apex Legends. Tell them, I will carry you. I'm an Apex player. Just come in here, instantly die. I'll get you the cash. No worries. Anybody can play. If you win a game, you get cash. You get that resort raffle. You get so many things. You get an invite to the land qualifier. You win that. You go to California, baby, which is very hype.
An LA land for Apex Legends in the military community. That does not. We don't get many lands, friends. This is amazing. This is awesome. Spread the word.
Yeah, it's going to be wild. So if you are not playing yet and you'd like to, sign up. We'll have it next week, next Thursday. The end of our show, we'll be signing up for Apex again. And let's get into our final lobby of the night. Take it away, gentlemen.
Thank you so much, my friend. E-District, and no one's dropping Energy Bank unless we're late. Actually, no, it looks like all Volbeats and them are going to be taking the Energy Bank loot. Pretty even distribution of teams. As I don't know if we did a formal draft for this lobby, but nonetheless, everyone's dropping very separately. So we're not going to see any 50-50s or early game fights in this competitive format Apex Legends series. But ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 3, our last and final game to see who will take the cash prize of per game wins.
Is that Doink Doink and Shoya on the same squad over there?
What a goated team.
Is that what I'm dealing with? And Zoa?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Well, that might be your first 50-50 because they are probably closest in proximity to another team, which is Nexify and Trident and Sigurd. How do you say that?
I don't know. The TTV one, Sigurd?
Yeah, Sigurd. Or is it Sigurd or Sigurd?
Sigurd.
Sure, we're gonna go with that. In Fallout, I trust. If he tells me that's how I'm supposed to say that guy's name, I'm gonna try
Sigurd.
my hardest to say
It's
that
Sigurd.
guy's name that way the rest of the night.
100%
We are live
America.
though with a explosion, fireworks, and a beautiful old lawyer right there, baby. Eagles, man, just the symbol of freedom, my man. Symbol of freedom. Bamush is trying to push Chelong or Chelong.
I didn't see that one.
We'll have to be next.
Chelongo.
Chelongo.
Like an Italian coffee is a longo coffee. Chelongo.
Okay, I'm gonna again taking your word for it, baby. I'm with you wherever you're running. I'm following, whether it's into a burning building or not. Havoc shots ring out, and Bond might get tagged up here, and that's gonna be Bamush down to the top side of the building, and he's gonna hit the jump pad to try to get out and dodge and try to find himself into some water, maybe a little bit of a safety and security net for the certified turtle or swiftness to maybe find him. But he's gonna get a little noise call out here. Is Apex audio working? Oh my goodness gracious, good God almighty, John.
Hallelujah. Because he's a turtle, he hears everything.
was gonna say, we got audio cues. Dude, this is the best. This is the greatest lobby of all time if we're getting audio. Don't leave this lobby. Whatever you do, don't shut this one down. Somebody get in it and stay in it.
It's a blessed Apex lobby. But Mush gets back up and alive again. This is a team that has played incredibly well all day long. So Bond, Apex, and that's why. Oh my God, is he cheating? Nah, he's not. I know Swiftness. That was insane. He just melted Bond and Apex with the G7 Scout. You blinked and you would have missed it. But Mush gets a second knock, and the last member alive is going to be set as Screams, trying to run for their lives. Ashport, they see it. And the pre-firing almost connects for the kill, but Mush should be able to clean it up.
It's going to be Mush, Eva 8 after the update. You know, a little worse for wear, a little less damage per shot, but a little higher fire rate. So you're still going to see a lot of that if people can get. I think a lot of people, especially if you have the ability to use it, if you know how to square it up, you're still going to be putting a lot of damage out with the Eva 8, and you got a choke, so you're going to be shooting even faster. So I think the damage. The negative damage is not going to hurt certain players, but so much. Bamush finds two of those opponents with the Eva 8 as well. And they're going to get pushed by a second team here, excuse me, I Hide You Cry and Co. Look like they're going to try to find a way into the fight against Swiftness, Certified Turtle, and Bamush.
Yeah, it's going to be his aura nearby. And you hear, again, the audio cues are clearly working as he's walking so silent. Gets a great flank, good entry damage. Is that going to be enough to break ice and to continue the fight, or will they heal back up? Looks like they already have a knock. Here comes the push. Nice job. Well played. And that's another team wipe. 2 in a row. This team cannot be stopped. On fire is Bamush, Swiftness, and Certified Turtle.
It's going to be legit Leopard. He can't change his spots, but he's going to hopefully try to change his shields from nil to full. They're going to get some shots on. Malfaro is going to be tagged up. Almost down. There it goes. Goldie and legit Leopard. Last two up for the squad. Need to try to rotate in here. Goldie is going to be able to push that first player out. They're going to go with a little jetpack there. Looking for a player. That's going to be Evansta. And Evansta also gets tagged up. And legit Leopard's going to be left in the defensive position here. He's going to have to go for the pickups in the squad as Goldie is trying to get the revive off on Malfaro. Malfaro immediately to the shield back. Will look to try to get the comeback after this team is being able to push up from the basement.
Wow. What a series of events. Evansta we saw last time playing, or in this tournament series, playing a very mean Watson with Triple Threat, who's been a top performer in this tournament series as well. Great revive came through, and they got them locked in their sights. Only a team of 2, though, so advantage certainly for Goldie Mob, Malfaro, and legit Leopard. And now they're going to try and surround him.
See what they got is Malfaro top side of the zip line. Will get some shots on to Evan, and Evan is going to have to boogie out as he gets shielded. He will be down to his white health, but Malfaro is not going to drop as he knows that might put him in a bad situation. Shoots out the tack, won't be able to get the bullet to connect. Evan's going to settle his tea kettle, sit down there, but they are still trying to sit in a position to get the shots on. But with that, as many bullets have rung out, I'm surprised we haven't gotten a third party yet, but I think based on the overhead, we are about to get one shortly.
Yeah, surprising for E-District. Typically an abundance of third parties that come through, but we saw Snipe Down get in a fight earlier, and We the People kind of cross map. 2 of the probably more aggressive teams that are likely the third party. Let's take a look at the overhead map.
Yeah, it's going to be Deadshot and Co. Deadshot, Pink Demon, and Claven looking for Malfaro and company. Malfaro, though, they know they're right above a player, and this is one of those situations where as the ring closes, there's only so many places you can hide. Or you have to try to peek out of your rat spot before you go down and out. But they're not able to find him, and they don't get any audio cues. They don't know where he is. They're just continuing to check their 6, check below him. I think Deadshot and Co., they're going to move out of this position because they know that the next zone might be across the map. This is going to be Evan. Evan's going to get tagged up a little bit. He's down in white health in that zone, and he's going to continue to lose health as well. He might have to just creep out of here, try to get to a safe spot. Wasn't going to hit that zip line. I was going to say, please don't do this. Please don't do this to yourself, my man. He's got to get somewhere out of the zone quickly, though, so that he can get at least 1 or 2 of his first aid kits off so that he can try to get back to a position to maybe make a return in this one with It's Eagle down and needing to have his banner crafted.
And this is what I was mentioning. I knew Snipe Down was nearby as they dropped south for the third party, and they hear the fight, and they see red. All hugging shoulder to shoulder with an opportunity to third party this. Get some shots in cross map against Malfaro. And now things get interesting. A minute left until the ring's gonna start closing in, and it's a far, far northeast pull. So the question is, do you continue and stay and kind of extend this fight, or do you play the rotation instead?
I'm going to play the rotation, but Malfaro actually with his kit playing the ballistic, I don't know if I don't like it, but for his play style, this could fit him perfectly. If you take a look at his kit, Malfaro is playing ballistic, so he gets the 2 regular weapons. He's got an R9 for the CQC and a Rampage for his mid to long. In his sling, a second Rampage, so he's staring down 68 bullets before he theoretically has to reload without his ultimate up. But Bamush finds another down with the EVA 8. Will get the cleanup 2 on the knockdown shield. So they are continuing on in this game as one of the more dominant forces as Swiftness, Bamush, and Certified Turtle continue to put people on the back foot.
Yeah, and on their back, really, while they're playing. Send them straight back to the lobby. Super well played from Bamush & Co. Looking to take home this series. Remember, this is ALGS format, so every kill counts for a point. First place gets you 12 points. Second place gets you 9 points. Third gets you 7, and so on and so forth. All the way up to 15th place. So every placement, every kill is going to matter here in the grand scheme of things. And of course, the winner of each game does get a cash prize pool. There's also an entry to get a basically free vacation, which is insane. So the prizes of this event are amazing, all for the military community. The whole idea of this event is amazing. There's a LAN in California at the end of all this. We all get to be in LAN together. It's going to be an unbelievable experience. Make sure to spread the word. Let's keep this thing going. But for now, it's game 3. Gears is popping off yet again.
Pink Demon is down for the squad. Claven and Deadshot have to find a way to either get the revive off or maybe try to get into this position, but that's going to be a second down. Claven and Pink Demon find themselves crawling with just their knockdown in front of them, and Deadshot will have to rotate out here. And John, I mean, they are all by themselves trying to go left to right on the screen, and they are going to be able to find them. They're going to be able to rotate out the backside of the building, basically out of that middle portion, and maybe get to a crafter. We're on board with Snipe Down yet again. Snipe Down, Salty Nation, and Too Slick are looking inside of the super highway here for somebody to maybe pop out of the door. Little noise cue may have set off Slick to throw a fragmentation grenade there, but won't be able to get any of the damage for it as there was nobody at the door, maybe just passing by on the opposite side of the wall. And they're just looking to try to make this a choke point here. Anybody that's going to rotate through this is going to have to deal with Too Slick having sights down range, as well as Salty Nation and Snipe. So, I mean, this is a blender if I've ever seen one fall out.
Yeah, blender's the best word to use to describe this fight. Slowly creeping in on their prey right now as they chose to rotate was Team Snipe Down. And listen, they're playing so quiet, so cautious, just patiently waiting here, avoiding any potential audio cues. And they're just going to continue to gatekeep against Nexify here, rotating in. They want that kill point. And just close right to Snipe Down's a whole team of 3. No.
See, I was about to say, is he about to absolutely full send here? He's looking for where to put this tack, but I don't know if he's gotten the noise cue just yet. Cancels it again with a little melee. Shots ring out. Lux is going to be on that mid bridge. Snipe Down trying to go for the 6. Won't be able to get the first angle. Now sees the Newcastle in the middle of the tunnel and knows this is not the best positioning for him. Goes to the overhead, but gets the shot on and gets the kill there onto Luck. Guess you were going to roll 7s on that one. It's not Luck's world, it's an unlucky world. Slides through his tactical, gets a second knock. The R9 ringing out, picture perfect and pure. Hip fire and a single mag coming through for the 3rd and final kill of that team. And Snipe Down, Too Slick, and Salty find themselves with a couple of KP, top 13 situation, and will now be able to rotate however they wish with some extra loot in the back pocket.
And look, obviously that double kill from Snipe was sexy as they're running away, barely missed a shot. But I got to give a shout out to Too Slick and Salty. They broke ice by getting that first kill, which allowed Snipe Down to do that. That was all them all day. Snipe Down dropping nukes like you see on screen right now, courtesy of more production and chat memes. Super sexy stuff right there from Snipe. Long range shots coming through as well.
Snipe is going to be right behind that ballistic tactical. Will be able to get a full Phoenix kit here, trying to get his full battery back. Doesn't really need the white health, as I believe he was at full. Never got shielded in this situation. Drops out a med kit for him, and Too Slick just trying to look at these doors, making sure they're not going to get rotated on from just in front. There are 4 teams within what feels like a frog's hair of each other, as a fight will ring out here quickly, as the first bit of action, the first knock you see in this area could necessarily set everything into motion. But they're going to go for the Assault top side of the building and try to find themselves in a position not only in the zone, but now in between 2 teams. Gears is down. Hokkaido is already out. Heavy Chevy, last alive for the squad. Dual P2020s in the hands letting shots ring out, the quick little reload, but oh my goodness, that certified turtle could fly, baby. Might as well be a falcon in this situation.
Bamush with 5 kills, farming this lobby. Team Gears unfortunately falls after a really solid game. And whoop, Certified Turtle finds the whole team of 3. Look at the flank. Oh my God, the path he plays. Up the zip he goes. He's not done yet. Certified Turtle's going crazy. The Swift just goes down. Bamush takes out 1 with the, I believe, and here comes the flank. Certified Turtle last alive.
Going for the Nexus, trying to get out of here, and that's what we were talking about earlier with the Altar, is the ability to maybe rotate out of a fight, play a little defensively. Will get the first revive off onto Bamush, trying to keep the kill leader into this scenario. They're going to push right on through that portal, and oh my goodness gracious, they push through into a blender, and that's going to be Evan. Evan last alive, and Certified Turtle lays the trap, and it is sprung, my friend. They didn't need no old meat. They didn't need no chum. That shark was swarming anytime they came through.
And Dash getting that res actually just allowed him to use this teammate as bait and go crazy, basically shooting fish in a barrel. Well played from Dash right there, aka Certified Turtle. Next fine switch gets a knock on Gooby. Gooby gets taken out, saw him in chat earlier. And by the way, shout out to Walking Loot Chest for playing all day long in this tournament series. Everyone that participated, big thank you. It's coming down to the wire here. Last game, game number 3, 9 squads left. We the people still alive alongside Team Snipe Down. This is going to be a crazy finish.
I'm not going to lie to you, Fallout. If Snipe Down was like, hey, deliver this banner to the beacon, I told you last game what I would do. I'm doing everything in my power to get Sniped down to a beacon. I don't care where, don't care how. Wingman in the hand, and I love the 6-shooter, my friend. It's one of my favorite guns all time in this game, but we're not going to see it get any knocks. Milky is going to be sliding around with that Newcastle. Too Slick is already down. Salty Nation tagged up. Needs to find himself a shield bat, but he's going to go down. Team 20 with Snipe Down himself goes out in a top 10 situation here in game number 3. And then we're going to be back on Certified Turtle now with 8 kills to his name and 5 assists. Looking down toward Sigurd to kick. And they're going to be behind the rock. They're going to be pushed out by Bamush. And Bamush is going to try to get these few last shots on. They're not going to be able to find this just yet. He's staying alive forever and a day. But Team 13 also falls victim to Certified's Turtle and Squad. Milky, Metalhead, and Co. are going to have to come out of that little bit of a ledge any second now.
They are frying this lobby. 9 kills for Dash, 5 for Swiftness, 6 for their other teammate, Bamush. And we can only celebrate with an eagle.
I hear shots ringing out. Swiftness tagged up. Bamush, red shield in hand, will try to slide up behind Cadester and gets the knock as well, so they know they have a little bit of an advantage. Metalhead is shielded, down to white, health goes down. Now it's going to be up to Milky. Milky does everything they can, dancing around, but the 2-step wasn't enough on this dance floor. They're going to go home unhappy as who they came with left with another partner.
Again, that alt saves them. Well, I didn't say saves them there. They were just fine. But being able to be used as kind of an insurance policy, it saved them last time around. They are just running through this lobby. Shoya is still alive. So nearby, we got We the People, Team We the People still in it with a great early rotate, great positioning. Meanwhile, the other squad, Bamush, is just playing heavy kill points game. Doink Doink now switching over to them. Zoe, Shoya, and Doink. Last live, Doink won one of the games, game 2 in the earlier series, but it's not looking so good for him right now. Down to just 15 HP.
Doink Doink is about to get poked by a squad of 3 around the corner. He's going to get the shield bat off, just playing his defensive positioning. Knows his teammates are down and out, has the med kit in hand. Might go for the full heal. And is that a caustic barrel in front of us? It is indeed a caustic barrel. Pulling out all the stops. That's going to be Big Igloo, who is down. But a lot of caustic gas to cloud up the sight lines. This is going to be Team We the People trying to go for the revive. They get Big Igloo back up. We the People fully shielded here. Has been tacticaled by the ballistic, so if he fires too much, will overheat, have to take his hand off the gun, and won't be able to shoot for a few seconds. He's going to give himself a chance to reset and gets absolutely flown at by, yet again, Bamush, Certified Turtle, and Swiftness, who are not only farming, they have set up a plantation on this map. They have got acre upon acre of crops that they feast from. There is no famine for this squad.
Wow. Doink Doink still alive as a rat. So again, Team Bamush, that's been the story of this game. They've been dominating. They have over 15 or maybe even 17 or 18 kills as a team. But I love the fact that Legit Leopard & Co., who were in such a skirmish earlier against Evansta, was able to survive and make it to late game here. So they're a full team of 3. Doink Doink's a solo. And then, of course, we have Swiftness, Bamush, and Dash still alive as well. And Main 207 also a solo. So 2 solos and 2 full teams.
So do we do Main 207 and Doink Doink? Are they doing... Are they doing the Slacks strat? Are they just out here ratting as hard as they can? We heard him earlier say it was the Slack strat, the rat. 30-30 from the top with a skull piercer. Get some shots, baby. Hit some of them. Put somebody down. Swiftness with a knock on Legit Leopard with the Kraber. Tries to find his team an opening here.
He's lining up the headshot. I love this patience. And he wants this fight to go down. He's also just waiting for this fight to kind of go down. He's just going to say, poke. I'm gonna throw a little snare in there to mess with you guys a little bit. But his best chance to win this is if this fight full sends. Doink Doink last alive. He's gonna enter the fight a little bit, but then gets back to heal back up.
Pushes inside of the building, closes the doors yet again. I think we just had a little bit of a push out there. Got to be careful as the zone is about to close, and Swiftness is just watching the door. Swiftness is trying to make sure that Doink Doink didn't have anywhere to go. Uses the alter tack to get out of the building. Doesn't have to open either of those doors. Main 207 is going to be pressured by a team right on the next building if they find out where he is, but it might be a solo versus a solo. It might basically be help on help if they run into each other. As Doink Doink is just trying to continually crawl across this map. They can hear all the shots ringing out. Will a rat be able to come through with a win, or will this team of 3, the last team of 3 alive, be able to pull it out, John, as they stand inside of the elevator shaft just holding court and trying to stay full health, or as near to full health as possible?
Theme of these bald eagles, we got rats versus eagles to finish this game. 2 rats left, 2 teams of 3 soaring high. It all comes down to this, our last and final game. What a series it's been, and I love that it's kind of our regular teams that are dominating. It's not the pro players that are dominating this lobby. What an amazing experience it is for them. Here comes the push. Malfair gets shut down, and just like that, team Swiftness continues to dominate.
Legit Leopard jumps out of there, goes for a battery. That's going to be Certified Turtle and Swiftness coming out of the building, and it is a versus right here. 2v1, jumps to the top, and that'll be all she wrote as they tried to find the angle out in a 1v1, but it will not be yet again, as the numbers always come through. The house always wins. The numbers always solidify, and Apex Legends, that is back-to-back dubs, I believe, for Swiftness, Babush, and Certified Turtle as well. I believe that's 2 on the night for them boys.
Them turtle don't F around, boy. That was so hype to see, guys. Love that gameplay. They are just on fire tonight, you know? It's kind of late. It's getting out there. Those boys did not stumble at all. Hell of a series to watch after that first one, the first one, and they're 2 wins in a row, I believe. I believe you are right, Colin. Let's go ahead and check out our highlights for ID Me, boys. Favorite moments of the game.
I mean, that one right there, Swiftness with the G7, couple headshots was great, but it was really just, to me, the entire game of them just running at everybody. They dropped at least 25 kills that game. Dominant gameplay across the board. You know, a lot of really, really good fights, good rotations, but that was definitely one of the highlights.
Yeah, they did a fantastic job of finding damage advantage and then pushing it. They were never giving anybody a chance to breathe. They were always making sure that once they had somebody down and possibly out, that they converted teams, they converted kills into full elimination. Snipe down right there, pushing through. After his teammates with the opening salvo, he gets the 2v1, the back-to-backer for Snipe down. So good showing out of him as well. A big shout out to all the big names that came through to just pump up the lobby, make everybody be maybe a little bit more on edge. I mean, Fallout, you know how it was with any time you've heard me talk about it. Anytime you get to sit across from somebody or sit near somebody or play against somebody who is the best of the best, who stand at the top of the mountain, it makes you turn your game up. You can't just play normal. You know that you can't sit on 9. You've got to hit that 10 to be able to compete and try to be able to win in these lobbies.
Yeah, that's so incredibly true. And I love that you kind of gave love to Snipe Down, We the People. I know Confusing Cutie earlier participated. That makes all the difference. And you have a chance to know you're in these lobbies with these players that have played for hundreds of thousands of dollars, or big names. It changes everything. You feel like you got to turn things up, way up, and they certainly did. We saw this Swiftness squad play like absolute certified, bona fide pros, dominating the lobby, playing incredibly well in game number 3. But really a variety of teams. You saw so many players step up and show up. For start to finish, this was just an awesome, awesome day.
Absolutely.
What Slacks, I hope you don't mind if I step on your toe right here. But I gotta say, my man said step up and show up. That's exactly what these lobbies are about. These guys and gals of our armed forces, these military members, they step up and show up every day for us. So it's no surprise that in this lobby, they are doing the same thing against some of the greatest of all time. So big shout out to them for making sure that the games are not only top tier, but they as people continue to be top tier.
Absolutely. And a big shout out to all the guys who keep coming in. Clavin especially. I think Clavin 911 has been here every single week and just showing up and kicking ass in all of our games. So thanks a lot for everybody that has been coming in every week and participating. And this week we had a record for the most new signups. So thank you all those new Apex guys that have come in. You know, Apex Legends has been such an incredible part of this show, and we can't wait to keep it on over and over again. So again, if you watch all the action tonight, you said, I want to be part of this. It doesn't matter what your skill level is. Thank you. God damn it. But if you guys are low skill level, rookies and stuff like that, we'll pair you up with good guys. If you guys are hardcore, try-hard gamers, you want to go in our esports segment, we'll pair you up there. Sign up. We'll be back week after next for more Apex. Good effort indeed for everyone that participated here tonight. All right, guys, great. Feels amazing getting deleted by pros. Glad I joined the Navy for this. That's what it's all about. And thank you for coming. Appreciate you. All right, guys. Thank you again for your incredible casting. You guys are here every week donating your incredibly valuable time and your incredibly high-skilled casting to us. As always, I will give you the opportunity for shout-outs and call-outs while we tabulate the votes and see who will be taking away. Thankfully, with the egoless format, yes, we're doing the numbers. There you go. Any call-outs and shout-outs, boys?
Ageless. This guy can't get ALGS right. AGLS, now he's calling it the Ageless. Now, most importantly, Slacks, big thank you to you, man. I know you work so incredibly hard to not only host this show and carry the show, but to make it happen. And a huge thanks. Look, I tweeted like a couple, maybe last week or something, and asked the Apex community to step up for a very, very good cause, to show up and support, step up and show up, right, to our military community, and they certainly did. So huge thank you to the entire Apex community for making this out, making a huge effort to come out here. It's an honor to be able to support this event and support our military community. Thank you to all of our active duty and veterans that are out there for all that you do. A genuine and sincere thank you, guys. That's all for you guys.
I'm right there in lockstep with you. I can't say it any better than that. I can't say any more than that. At the end of the day, any chance I get to support the fine men and women of our military, any chance I get to try to push them to the forefront, thank them for the freedoms that I get to enjoy every single day when I wake up in this great country is beyond an honor and a pleasure for me. And of course, Slacks, you've given me the chance to sit next to one of my favorite human beings on planet Earth, and I got to meet you through this, and I got to basically tell you that I've got people in my life that admire you. So shout out to both of you as well for just being the excellent human beings that you guys are and allowing me to just be an idiot that I am on a microphone every other Thursday.
You're the best. Love you, brother.
We're not dying, guys. Hey, we'll be back in 2 weeks.
I am every day, every breath. Have you seen my arteries? How do you know? How do you know?
That was an emotional breakup goodbye. Listen, we will see you guys week after next. We love you too. Thank you guys so much for coming back. We will see you next time. Guys, appreciate you. Thank you. As we head over to an interview, I believe we do have an interview coming in here. Hello. Who am I speaking to? Who is this?
Boomush. Hello, nice to meet you.
Boomush! Boomush the GOAT! Welcome to the show, Boomush! I love your gaming environment here. This is the pure basement look, my friend. I love it. Absolute darkness. Pitch black, baby. Tell me about the series. How did you enjoy it? How were the games?
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to the hosters for hosting this event. It was really fun. Thank you for the opportunity, and I had a lot of fun. I had one of the best players, I would say, Swiftness and Dash next to me. You know, you're just vibing and just playing the game. And it was a good time.
What were the comms like, man? Were you getting were you making good calls? Were they making calls? What was that like? I mean, because you're with two pretty good dudes out there.
Yeah, it was we just just making calls and just playing the game. Like we knew what we were supposed to do, and it was fun. I had a lot of fun.
Absolutely. You got to survive the snipe down and we the people out there. Pretty good at survival. What was it like? Did things get risky? Did they take you out ever? Or what was the clashing like there?
No, not gonna lie, it was I wasn't really worried about other players. I was more just
Hell
like worried
yeah!
about yeah. I wasn't really like
Hell
focused on
yeah!
other players.
The Giga Chat answer. I wasn't worried about anybody but me, baby. Hell yeah! All right, fantastic, man. Favorite moment from the games? What do you remember? What was the best part for you?
Best part was, probably that last game. I died early, taking the TP, and my teammates. I just literally watched them 2v3 like duo the whole lobby and won. So that was nice, just watching them win, doing nothing.
I mean, do not put yourself down. We actually just got a really sick statistic. Out of all 3 of our games, the Swiftness and Dash survived for 1 hour and 27 minutes, and you survived for a total of 1 hour and 5 minutes throughout the course of 3 games. That is literally the entirety of the game. Like, you guys never went down. Absolute survivors throughout the entire thing. So quite a showcase here today. Man, I'm scared. We're supposed to have people signing up for this, excited to play. I'm terrified of being able to these guys going up against you. Any advice for those fools that hope to challenge you week after next?
Best advice is grab a team, get some chemistry going, and it's all about it's a team game at the end of the day. Work together and use your abilities to together and play well, and you guys will come out on top.
All right, fantastic, man. And usually we wait until the end of the show, but we actually just did our drawing, and usually I hold this off, but congratulations, you have randomly won. You are the winner of the all expenses paid vacation. Congrats.
Oh, nice.
You family going out to Westgate Resorts. Yes, absolutely. We'll send that over to you. So enjoy your all expenses paid vacation.
Let's go.
Thank your 2 teammates. Thank your teammates for carrying you. They do not get the vacation, but I did get the cash prize, and you guys are all invited into the LAN qualifier. So thanks again, man. Incredible showing. Really appreciate you coming out and all that you guys do for us. And we'll hopefully see you again.
For sure. Yeah, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man. Oh, wait, shout-outs, call-outs, any words out there. This is your stage. You can plug your stream. You can say hi to friends. You can call out an enemy. All yours. Take it.
Shout out the USA, shout out my 2 teammates, and shout out my family, and those are the only shout outs I have to give.
All right, thank you very much. All right, we'll see you hopefully again. Thank you so much for the incredible gameplay there, Baboosh. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Have a good one. All right, what a show, guys. Again, guys, thank you so much. I always say thank you to a lot of people here. We, of course, have to thank our partners. We have so many fantastic ones. Westgate Resorts, of course, is hooking us up with those vacations every single time. Onward Ops has been our partner since the beginning and still coming in. Face the Fight, of course, every single week is so fantastic. Yeah, there's Onward Ops, by the way. They're great. Again, Face the Fight, absolutely. We have so many great partners here today. Gold Star Gamers for the family segment every single time. And we also have Angel Armor, who is one of our newest partners here, who are fantastic as well. Also, we got some help this week by Westgate Resorts, yes, which we mentioned, of course. We got some help by some other partners as well this week. For the first time ever, Regiment sent us over some people and helped us out. A fantastic community there of veteran gamers. So thank you as well to them. But guys, all these partners coming together to make sure that this show happens every single week. And we absolutely love it. And I have to say, out of all the shows that we've done, this has been our by far most successful. The most amount of signups, the most amount of viewers, and the most amount of fun I've personally had so far. So thank you so much to the Apex community. Thank you guys for your suggestions, because a lot of the show came from you guys saying we'd like more balanced matches. We want some different variety. We'd like to learn things. You guys make the show what it is. So please, if you have any feedback, if you have any ideas, great, for making this show even better. Thank you. I'm a booty. Send us your info. Send us your suggestions on Discord. I read every single one. My DMs are always open. If you have friends, family that want to come, invite them. If you are not a vet, but you know someone who is, you can win them money. Send them our way, and we will do this every single week as long as we can. So thank you guys so much for all that you do. It's been an absolute pleasure having you, and I hope you'll tune in next week. Signups will be ready tomorrow, so tune in for the next week of Gamers and Guardians. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Not the ducks. Thank you.